thing.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to record that whole conversation, but that's fine. If you want to see the
Okay.
conversations that we just had about Call of Duty, go check out my Twitch. I'm saying this for the VOD that I will definitely eventually upload to YouTube and not just leave it in my folder forever.
If you want to hear me and my friends talk fucking jack shit for 20 minutes, check out my Patreon.
My
Get my
oh yeah,
Patreon.
I'm gonna lock
Or a
I'm
new
gonna log
podcast.
the allotted BS hours behind $10 on a Patreon that I definitely have.
The TLDR, the train goes boom.
I do not have
Tringo boom.
I do not have World at War. It is on sale for 50% off right now.
Oh, that's pretty ballin'. But
So that's-
regardless,
and also
Call of Duty talk.
On the fucking page, I just want to say this before we stop. On the fucking page for Call of Duty World at War, the options are buy, add to wish list, add to cart, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 buy now.
What a bunch of shit.
They're
They
really fucking
Activision wants your funny
them
money.
purchases.
They want your funny money. Anyway, so welcome back to Planes and Quests. We I hate Activision. Yes, in this D&D universe, Activision is hated. You know, it's really Hinzelitis, he's not the big bad. It's gonna turn out to be Activision, and y'all are gonna be
Who's the CEO of Activision?
Microsoft.
Technically, yeah, Microsoft.
Oh,
now.
technically now
Technically.
Microsoft, yeah.
But technically Microsoft.
Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
turns out Lightus is
Yeah.
we're moving on. Distractions over. Okay. God, my camera's all messed up. I have to fix or mess with that later. I would like to, but it's boopy. It's auto adjusting. Wait, hang on. No, I can see what it's. We will not commit. Yes, thank you. Duncan says it best. We have no intention of committing violent acts on anybody for any reason whatsoever. I am going to commit violent acts on my webcam for not working properly. Okay, hang on. Is anything on auto? Yeah, turn off auto exposure, please. That better?
That's
Remind
fine. The
me, I
webcam's
forget.
not real.
Last
Awesome.
time-
Thank God.
Oh wait, no, okay, I remember now. We did loot that chest.
So, yes.
For some reason,
Last time on P's and Q's,
hold on.
the party was in the middle of town, and they were approached by a satyr. This satyr had told them that he needed a hag killed so that he could get back his favorite toy, so that he could hopefully finally leave this plane that he's stuck in. You guys,
Image broke.
we're just going to TLDR this, the Spark Notes version.
We killed
Y'all-
the shit out of her.
You killed
Yeah.
her not because she had done anything wrong now, but because in the past she had eaten a satyr
openly
baby.
admitted that if she went back to the Feywild, she
No.
would gladly eat another baby.
No, well, I think she did that after,
She
like...
heavily implied.
think it
implied
was an
she ate babies
implication.
in the. No, she also heavily implied that she ate babies in the past.
She didn't
so,
heavily imply, she admitted it. She was like, yeah, I probably ate, like, a satyr baby in the past. I'm a hag.
Baby eaters get the axe.
Yeah, and then she got killed for
But
it.
she was... So anyway, you guys collected some stuff from inside. The satyr gave out a funny hat to one Zhen, who now
That's
has,
fair.
I believe, a bonus spell slot. And
God.
now we once again return to the place where the world is your oyster. So we reset the scene inside of the... Well, basically inside of the whole basement that she had. Jamberman's first move is he goes down to the chocolate statue of himself. He grabs it by the hands, gingerly, and opens up a demiplane, cold as ice, and disappears with it.
Bye.
Why do we travel with him?
I mean,
He has things to do with his
kinda-
chocolate
Go
double.
with that statue, man.
what is he gonna do with his chocolate double?
You don't know?
I just
We'll
want to
find out.
know
He
why
comes
we
back and
travel
he's
this man.
covered in chocolate and like breathing heavily.
It's because he ate all of it. I'm not implying anything. He ate all of his
Yeah.
chocolate double.
Anyway,
Not Christian things. He
I-
is not doing unchristian things with his chocolate double. I get that was... I get it. That was the joke I was going for.
Anyway,
But that is not what he's
did-
doing.
Did I rifle around the old hag's?
Yes, I
person?
believe you guys
I can't
basically...
remember.
I
think
believe
we
you guys
did.
basically
Many moves.
gathered everything from her lair here. You collected all of the little things that would have been worth it, including her head, which I believe you guys were going to take to the mayor to make sure you guys weren't just thrown on trial for murder, because she was
Yeah.
just an old woman for the most part.
See,
Take her
like,
head.
it sounds like you keep trying to like frame us as bad people.
I never
for
said
killing
that.
the
I'm just
final
saying,
lead
like, that
hag.
was the matter of fact. You guys had said that you were going to take the head of the hag so that when the mayor came asking why the town's resident candy cooker was not here anymore.
That's not the part I was talking about. It was when you said in trial on murder for killing an old
An old
woman, which
lady.
was true
They
for the
thought
most
she
part,
was an old lady. What?
but she wasn't. Is the problem?
That's fine. I never
Well,
said
this-
that she. Bruh.
Until we get this
point
head to the
is-
mayor, currently it looks like we murdered an old lady.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Okay.
So
Technically
I assume
speaking,
there's nothing on these shelves then, since you
You
said
guys did.
got everything?
You guys picked up some sweet chocolate from the shelves. Chocolate that you actually recognized. If I'll remind you, it was the kind of chocolate that was actually taken out of the eggs laid by the Eastern Zipper.
Sorry,
way
this
back
she
is
made it.
Fucking
She
like
made it.
over a
She did it.
month
It was her
since
fault.
we played, so
It was her fault.
It has been a while.
I'm calling it right now. She made that fucking monstrosity. She deserved to die.
why do I have a thingy on me?
So, it's at this point too that Barnaby the satyr, he's clutching his doll. I believe hang on, I have to remind myself of this.
We
I'll
can't
open
dim
this up.
home.
I'm
We
realizing
tried.
that I'm also not on player view, so if you'll excuse me, doink, go into player view. And we're gonna log in on my other thing. Can you tell it's been a while since I've done this? Like, it's been a while since I ran pizza. Oh, I have to sign in on Opera too. Gee. Been 30. I'm just realizing that earlier when I was testing sound effects, it's very possible that fart.mp4 with reverb was going through the mic. Which is
Oh
just
my
great.
God.
Quietly in the background, just
Did I use
Anyway.
things?
No, it's making Alexa make fart noises at you.
That was a
my
creamy one.
Alexa won't stop fucking farting.
Okay,
Oh,
all right.
what?
So I think next step is definitely.
Well, it's currently 2 a.m. in the morning, mind you. So
Yes.
yes.
So let me
So we
let me
sleep.
get everything
we
back
sleep.
open.
we
Are
We
we
rest-
gonna
Slap
sleep
Dominic.
with the
We-
Who's
we-
sleeping with the hag's head?
look. I'm already
Not
compromised with the candy already. So
Not
you know, I already have the head on me. So I'll take it.
Okay,
Not it.
where
I'm
is
just
my
gonna
shit?
cower in a corner. No heads for me, please.
I love how when I turn my Xbox off, my computer monitor decides it needs to flicker like 5 times before it stops.
So we get to rest for about 6 hours, and then we have to immediately go to the mayor's office. Clear names.
And be like, yo, man, I know what this looks like, but I swear she ate babies.
I mean,
like
to be
she said
fair,
she did.
The like skeleton ass looking chocolate golems all over the place probably made it pretty obvious she was no ordinary old lady.
I mean, they could obviously say like, oh, she just got really creative with her baking or candy making. So like,
And she had literal candy golems, chocolate golems coming
Yeah.
after you. I would
Yeah.
say that is quite creative.
is there any way to discern like these things from just regular chocolate now that they're dead?
No.
See,
No, a
well,
lot
there
of
you
them
go.
are melted and now on the floor, and that's gross.
I mean, so technically, as far as like a guard would be concerned, we kicked down an old lady's door, like
Okay, but why
vandalized
did
her
the-
candy
but why did the
creations, and then
perfectly
decapitated
normal-
her.
Why did the perfectly normal old lady have like a secret hideout underneath the candy shop?
I mean, it kind of just looks like a bedroom, to be honest with you.
Like, here's the
It's
thing,
just
yeah.
literally-
It's
Sebastian
literally
is
hidden
right,
behind
Mr.
the
Cameron.
fireplace.
He is
It-
right. It might have been hidden behind the fireplace, but by all accounts, it's a regular ass bedroom.
It does kind of just look like a
A
bedroom.
regular ass bedroom with shelves fucking lined with all sorts
With
of
toys.
shit.
They're just lined with toys and candy. Granted, they're
So,
toys probably
Leisure.
stolen from
we've got
like children
some
or something. Who
we've
knows?
got some explaining to do.
Look,
It's
like I said,
okay.
well,
Barnaby will vouch for you, and he's very.
What the fuck is Barnaby gonna do? Fucking
I-
crazy ass.
Fuck this, I'm
I mean,
going
to
back
be
to
fair, considering this place, would saying it's a hag be all that surprising and like out of the blue?
Who knows?
Like, oh no, there's no way that a hag could be in this town that has been getting fucking phase shifted with the Feywild for the last like what 8 years or something.
All right, we need to
Yeah,
get
like-
Phoenix right on the case. He
I'm
can
going.
defend us.
Either way, I'm going back to the room. I'm gonna rest for about 6 hours, and then I'm heading straight to the mayor's office.
I think that's
If
the
we
course
are
of
long
action
resting,
because
I suppose then, because I was thinking of changing out some of my spells to.
Sebastian does not regret his choice. He will walk
Try
into
and
that mayor's
actually-
office with an air of
'cause I
confidence that
keep
nobody
saying
understands.
That I'm trying to play support, but I also have a lot of spells that are like damaging ones that don't really like do much for me.
It supports with some damage.
Oh,
It's
speaking
been
of,
made very clear that I am nowhere near the damage dealer in this situation, so I might as well stop trying.
Speaking of some other things regarding that battle, I know that you too, Ocularis. What do you want to do with your chocolate double? Because if I remember,
double.
yes, because your
that's
shade
right.
got covered, and so now you have a perfect chocolate double.
I want to
Dude,
try and
don't
keep
worry.
it. That's just we're taking that with us.
All
I
right.
will find a use for it eventually.
So how would you like to
Yeah,
store it? It
we
is
have,
it is made of chocolate.
I'm just
Hmm.
gonna have to go find a bunch of ice, put a bunch of ice in the ring, and then put the
You need
statue in the
ice, bro. I got cold breath.
What do I
I
have?
don't-
Technically, that's
I
true.
don't-
Sebastian is about to have a long rest, so he could cold breath all over that chocolate.
You know what?
and
I'm
freeze
gonna do it. I'm gonna cold breath all over the chocolate. So basically, I just walk
Well,
over.
Now it's gonna
so
have.
And I just go.
Sebastian things all over it.
He like adjusts his his shirt collar and all over the fucking chocolate
Yes.
and freeze it.
Yes. Beautiful. So, you
I
do
also have
just that.
prestidigitation, so every which is a cantrip that can chill a 1 cubic foot of non-living material for an hour.
Yeah, Cameron is a blue dragonborn.
Oh, I am.
So,
Yes.
do you wanna explain?
okay.
Go ahead and
Yeah,
explain.
I got it. I got a magic item essentially from. I think it was season. I'm pretty sure it was season.
It was season 1, yes.
Yeah, I got season 1 where essentially I have access to 2 different types of breath weapons now, as alongside my natural one, which I can do acid and cold breath.
No, that's wrong. I
That is-
shouldn't have let you tell the tell the
That-
chat.
You motherfucker! That is
so,
absolutely correct.
during season
you
1,
monster.
During season 1, Sebastian was basically given a trial by his god. He passed that trial, and so as a result, he got an artifact called a crystal heart. I'll go ahead and show it on screen. That's the compendium. Here we go. Items, magic items.
Dominic's mean.
I'm not mean. You're just silly.
Literally just gotta scroll down here.
Where is it? Where
That
is
literally
it? In here?
says
Hello?
right here.
Oh, it's here. It's not in magic items for some reason.
Platinum
yes, it is.
Dragon Heart.
Yeah.
Can cast Silver Wormling's Cold Breath or Paralyzing Breath as an
Paralysis
action
breath.
once per day.
So yes,
You
he
said
has.
poison
Oh!
or
Oh!
acid.
Oh! So sorry!
So anyway,
That's
So
completely
sorry.
different, dummy.
I'm so sorry!
You should be.
anyway, so thank you. We've got my mom came in and resubbed with Prime. You're all insufferable. Thank you. I'm glad that we're all insufferable.
Yay.
Yay!
Oh,
All this together.
Oh.
so basically, after completing his trial, the platinum dragon crystal heart shot out of his chest. Basically, he had what we call a heart attack, and it came out of him.
Huh?
Sebastian had a heart attack and died. The rest of the campaign has been his dying dream.
Planes and Quest coma theory. But this this allows him to essentially choose one extra breath weapon per day, cold or paralysis, because it is the Silver Wormling's breath weapon, which is what he had to fight.
Yeah. Essentially.
Also, my mom is now in chat, and uh-oh. I think my mom tried to type
that got-
bastards, and it didn't, I think it got censored, which is great. Anyway, sorry. Where was I? Right.
I think
So,
Dominic lost
Sebastian-
his train of thought.
Sebastian,
Mhm.
you breathe a cold breath all over the
I like
the
it how he
chocolate.
literally pointed out that
And-
that Oculus could take care of it, and I'm just breathing on his
You
chocolate
are,
before he
but-
can even make
but-
a decision.
Now he can very easily keep the ice at a consistent temperature for as long as he
There
needs
you
it.
go. Nice.
He doesn't have to worry about it. So, moving on. You guys are going to then exit and make your way over to the inn then to take a long rest. Before you go, Barnaby takes a moment and he thanks you all profusely. He says, I very much appreciate you all working to help me, and I know that I wasn't always super helpful, but if you need me for anything and I'm still somehow on this mortal plane, I'll be here.
Oh yeah.
And he's
You're-
like,
you're gonna be coming with us to the mayor's office to explain this.
On this
I
mortal
am?
plane.
Yeah.
Planning
Yeah.
on dying
Do it-
sometime
mhm.
soon.
do I have to? I don't
Yes.
belong here. Is he gonna hurt me?
You're a, no.
We
he's
need
not
a
gonna,
witness.
He's not. You're a witness to what happened.
I'm
so,
a
yes.
bum. I have to live in the alleyways. I didn't want the
Does
guards
that-
to
does that-
see
A
me.
bum
Hey,
is still a
Barnaby.
witness.
All right, I'm gonna put my hands on his shoulders. I'm just gonna say, Barnaby, do you have eyes?
Hold on, guys. I gotta wait a second because I think ads just started playing. I can't tell though.
Imagine ads.
I know. I've been no ads here. Well, what the fuck, Twitch? Can you tell me when ads are running? Because you just said, oh, it's been 25 seconds since the last ad. Has there been ads running? Oh, wait. Oh God!
Ad
Wonderful.
jump scare.
It's Aquaman.
Oh my god.
The return of Aquaman.
That
Who
worked
the
for
fuck-
luck.
Is there a new Aquaman movie or something?
There
God,
must
yeah.
be. Apparently,
It
Duncan's
dropped
had-
Friday.
Duncan's had
Yeah.
so
I
many.
just got an old.
Oh,
I just have an Old Spice ad.
Oh my god.
Oh man! Fucking Aquaman. Meanwhile, amidst all the screaming about Aquaman, my mother is just talking about her D&D past. And then
Aquaman is on my
just right
shit
after,
list.
Aquaman is on my shit list. Fuck Aquaman. Fuck whoever it is that's playing him again. I'm sure Duncan said it a minute ago. Sorry? Why are you sorry? It's absolutely hilarious. It's just the contrast. Oh my god. Okay. All right. It seems like we're probably back. I think that's the total amount of ad time. I don't know. My stream doesn't tell me when I'm in the middle of running ads, so we're all good.
So basically, what I'm gonna be doing then is I put my hands on his shoulders and say, Barnaby, do you have eyes?
Last time I checked.
Do you have ears?
Can I answer the same thing for both questions?
Yes, you can.
Well, then last time I checked.
Did you see what happened?
I did.
Did you hear what happened?
Yes.
Then you are a witness. Your economic status means nothing.
But I'm also not from this plane. You
Oh
promised
my
It
god,
doesn't
it doesn't
matter.
matter.
Okay,
doesn't
all right.
matter.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I could go over the same few questions again.
That's fine. Okay,
So-
I'm good. Nope, I've learned my lesson, teacher. I don't have to take the class again.
I'm sorry.
Are you making fun of me?
No. I didn't say anything.
He kind of like squints at you.
It's like awkward silence for like 3 seconds, and I see Barnaby.
Can I deceive them? Oh,
God,
sorry.
I am not from here either, but I would work as a witness. So you
All right, all
Are the
right, all right.
witness.
I get it. I'm sorry. Okay. So, when are we going? Tomorrow? I guess I'll just hang out in the alleyways over here then.
I mean, God, I can get you a room. It's not that hard.
Really? But
Yes.
are you sure?
Yes. Oh my God.
Okay. I'm sorry. All right, fine. Pay for my room then.
I will. You know what? I will.
Okay, so
Oh,
I'll
God.
buy you a
This is-
fucking Big
this-
Mac too.
This is just a test from Bahamut for Sebastian's patience. We're doing the right
Gotta
thing.
remember, he's looking out for me.
okay, so
How much for a room for him?
I believe that the room price is currently. Oh fuck! Hang on, I'm trying to get my shit all
Oh,
together.
fuck.
There we go. I'm on the Rukrot map now. I believe a room price was 2 silver pieces.
Okay.
That rings probably true in my head. Okay. Well, I guess there's no getting over this now. So, roll that one again.
Oh
roll
my
that
God,
one
Duncan
again.
in chat pulling out the Dark Souls quotes.
Oh shit, I missed it. It was bravery without a dash of brightness. Yes. Kunj, as you're walking back to the inn, and just as Sebastian is paying for Barnaby's
Do I
room,
hear voices?
a spectral shield
No.
appears and floats in front of you for about a solid minute before dissipating.
Nani?
Wait.
And that's that.
Well, that's funny.
That's-
Can't wait to have. Can't wait to have nightmarish. I cannot wait to have nightmarish dreams beyond my comprehension due to wild magic.
Well, think about this. You and me, because we share a room. We're gonna be in the room with a hag's head, and I just don't know if there's any type of weird magic shit she can do beyond the grave.
I am not sleeping in the same room as a hag's head. Sorry,
You-
not
you-
happening.
you-
I'm sleeping on the roof. I'll sleep on the
Shit,
fucking
the
roof.
smell.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep on the roof. I'll grab a pillow. I'll grab a pillow and a blanket and bring it up there.
Well, if anything happens, then I hope you're the first one to rush in and
I'll break the roof.
stop whatever.
I'll bust through the roof. That's just how it would be.
You'll sleep on top of where the room is. So that way if anything
I will
happens, you-
smite the roof with my hammer and be there. Yep.
Okay. God.
Okay, so moving past all that, Barnaby now has a room, and he's got many really bad glances walking through because he's a satyr and things have been
I
coming in
give
from
them
the Feywild.
glances back.
But
Puff out my
you are
chest.
all able to get a good
Kick
long
their ass.
rest in. Now, does anybody have anything they want to take care of during their long rest time? Changing up spells, doing anything? Let's take care of that real quick.
That's a good question. Let me see.
Because I
That
watched
would be
because I
nice.
watched Z Bradshaw, or however you pronounce his name.
Ibashu?
I
Is that who you're talking about?
replaced I don't know. I gave yeah, God, you fucked up my brain. I replaced
I did not.
a spell with Magic Mouth, and I am also replacing another spell that I forgot what I deleted with Stone Skin.
I didn't try to quit.
need to-
I'm sorry.
Fuck. I keep forgetting what I just deleted it, and I already forgot what it was. No, right, Flaming Sphere. I deleted Flaming Sphere.
Okay. Flaming Spear, whoosh, gone. Reduced to atoms. Okay, so, anybody else? Anything last to take care of during a long rest?
As an arcane
I
trickster,
think
that
I
would be
might-
lovely to change my spells. I can't.
No.
I'm
Oh, you're
no, I
stuck.
already have
They're
staggering
etched into
smite.
the innards
Never
of your
mind.
body. On the inside of your stomach, actually. That's where the power of magic comes from.
yeah, that's where all my power comes from. My stomach.
And to clarify, Duncan, I wrote my own Pokemon tabletop system, and I am running my own campaign, and Cameron's now doing one. Basically, I invited her to play the last campaign, but as she's just saying, Anyway, sorry, what were we saying? I was focused on chat for a second.
Go fuck yourself.
No.
Bruh.
How dare we?
Well,
How dare we? Hang on. What do you
saying
mean?
you were getting me a broom.
I'm sorry. I stream the game.
Very distracted.
Maybe we could stream
Well-
another version of the game. That would be
well,
that would
Either
be
way,
doable.
we have gone 45 minutes and nothing has been accomplished.
That's not
except for
true.
buying
You
a room.
bought a room for the
I bought a
Satyr.
room for the satyr. That's it.
So
That's
Many
it.
of those minutes were spent waiting for Parker just for him to
True.
not be able to
That's
come.
true. That's true.
So it is now the morning of the. Hang on, gotta check because again, it's been a while. Aha! It's the 24th of Nidal, the first month of the year, 7:49 AC. What time do you guys want to be up? It would have to be roughly at least
Yes, we
9
do.
o'clock or 10 o'clock.
9 o'clock probably.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
gonna be
10,
better.
10 o'clock would be the earliest because you guys. We'll say you guys
Okay.
went to bed around 2.
Well, we'll wake up the earliest we can because why
Yep.
waste time?
Fair enough.
Right, the moment I'm up, I'm heading right to the mayor's office.
What's up, Sigurd? Well, first, Sebastian is going to buy a drink to
Oh,
go.
I probably should have
for
mentioned
later.
I'm attuning to that hat.
Wonderful. So you attune to the hat and you plop it on your head. You now look incredibly thematic for Halloween, and it's Christmas now for us.
Yeah.
Not in game. Christmas has come and passed. It is January. But anyway,
It's Nightmare for Christmas.
you guys go ahead and gather
Well-
yourselves up in the morning. Make sure to go ahead and expend some rations if you want, else you can buy some food at the inn if you're inclined.
Well, I was thinking about getting a drink to go because this is going to be a doozy, but I will refrain.
Why not?
I'll eat my rations when I'm there. When I'm explaining everything.
You're just gonna pull out hardtack while you're talking to the mayor and get those dry ass crumbs all over the floor.
It's like opening a Cliff Bar in the middle of his office, and the crumbs just go everywhere.
It's better than.
Okay, so basically what happened.
She told us she ate babies.
Yeah.
No, that was too wet, Cameron. Not enough crunching.
Hey man, I just took a drink of water. It's not my fault.
I'll say the rations after I'm out of the office.
By the way, as everybody is gathering themselves in the lobby, you guys all feel incredibly weak for about a minute before it passes.
Well, I love wild magic, baby.
Oh God,
This is great.
So how much is food and basically breakfast at the
Let's see if I remember correctly. This place is It is a. So let's see. You've got a choice of a meat stick for breakfast, roasted locusts, a cheese omelet, or a ham and cheese on rye. There are various different prices.
You know what? I'll get an omelet.
like
You know what?
kebab,
I get the
Meat
meat
stick?
stick.
Yeah, it's mystery meat.
like a Slim Jim. Is it
Snap
a
to a
kebab
Slim
or a
Jim,
Slim
yeah.
Jim?
I'm gonna consider it a kebab.
But it's not like it's not like sentient, or it wasn't sentient.
It just
They know
like
if it was
it
sentient?
just says meat stick on your little menu.
Oh, I thought you specifically said it was like described as like mystery meat. which
Yeah, it
usually
just
implies that-
says meat
Okay,
stick.
I think I'm going to avoid that because usually.
You know what? Fuck
mystery
it, give me the meat
is
stick.
scary.
That's
Give me
what
the
I'm
meat
saying.
stick.
I'm
Okay,
happy.
Give me the meat
Sebastian,
stick.
it's 5 copper
Uh,
pieces for a meat
All right,
stick.
I'm gonna try to determine what kind of meat it is.
Make me a
I'll have
nature
it too.
check.
All right, let's go. Oh, that's Sebastian's specialty. Not really.
Can I also make
let's-
this since I'm eating this?
Boom!
Sure.
Come on, give me something good. Oh yeah, I know everything. I can see it. Ugh! Ugh! It's it's
Coons
a
and
it's
Sebastian,
squirrel. It's
Neither of
squirrel.
you can determine the meat.
It's a squirrel. That's what goes through Sebastian's head. He's like, this is definitely squirrel meat. Yep.
Are you sure that
What was
Are
the
you
thing
sure?
on rye? I
doesn't
think I'll just
exactly
take
ham and
taste like
cheese.
squirrel?
Ham
I'll
and
just
cheese.
take ham and cheese on rye.
What does it
Egg topper.
taste like, Dominic? What is the flavor? What's
You
the
bite
flavor
you
of
bite
the
into
meat?
the meat, and it's relatively chewy, a bit gamey. It has this aftertaste that almost tastes like peppermint, but upside down.
What?
What?
Okay.
Okay.
Squirrel. No, candy squirrel. Candy squirrel
This is
meat. The
definitely
flesh of a
something from
candy
the
squirrel.
Feywild.
I feel
Yeah.
like this is I think this is the
peppermint,
first
but
time I eat in the
upside down.
Feywilds. This is the last time I'll eat in the Feywilds.
But yeah, no. So there's just gonna, both out of slight form of I have a lot of money, no reason not to spend it, and also I don't feel like asking for change. I'm just gonna put down a whole silver piece instead of trying to break it up.
Also, I'm just giving a quick update on chat. Apparently, my dad, who goes by Gas Man, which okay, I mean, yeah, I know that, but he's been stealing the phone to try to make comments.
Well,
Right. Oh, and for people who need to know, Jerkeithus is their dinghy. They're out on a boat and they name Keithus. Anyway, sorry, who was talking to me? I was again doing chat updates.
Dominic, pay attention.
I prefer.
so yeah, as I sit there, I am trying. Like I Sebastian is convinced it's a candy
After
squirrel.
eating it, I will let you
Period.
make one final check, and now I will let it be either nature or arcana.
Oh, I'm
let me
equally
check.
as good at all that. Let's do the one
Hold on,
I'm
let me
worse
check.
at. Let's go. Come on, baby.
That's
yeah. I
Sebastian.
know everything.
let me try nature again. Just I'm also
I'm convinced it's a candy squirrel. That is 100%
Sebastian.
a fucking
So
candy
Kunj,
squirrel.
did you actually eat a meat stick?
yeah, I got the same as him.
Okay, so
I
first
said
of
that I
all,
was eating.
5 copper then. Yes. Okay, so that's
Oh,
fine.
yeah,
We're
Yeah,
done.
I already got rid of it. Then.
Sebastian, as you're trying to think finally about what the food you just ate was, your brain actually short circuits. And
yeah, candy squirrel.
You just
Dumb.
start thinking about the real implications about squirrels that are made out of candy. Would it give birds diarrhea to eat the carcasses of dead candy squirrels? Or maybe would greater predators even be able to digest them? It's a whole thing in your head until, Kunj, you slam your fist on the counter and you're like, it's Flump!
Sebastian just looks over. What the fuck is Flump? This is clearly a candy squirrel. What are you talking about?
I open up the Feywild guidebook to see what a fluff is.
They're the little fluffy things that spawned in front of you guys before you went into the library. Remember that?
Yeah. I'll talk about none of those fluffy things. Those things.
Are they sentient?
I was gonna say that, but I was fucking. It takes so long to chew in their head. Goddamn.
Are they sentient?
Does the book say they are sentient?
Hang on, I have to actually recheck. I don't remember
I have
everything
the-
about flumps, dude.
Dominic
Well,
didn't even check before offering them as a food option.
I just knew they were gonna be flump. I don't remember if flump were sentient. Hang on, let's check.
So
I
with
They're
don't
waffle.
Actually,
Oh,
Flump
uh-oh.
is sentient.
Are they
are.
sentient?
They're sentient, and they're also lawful good.
And they could give you
Wow.
psychic powers.
Sebastian literally
Sebastian eats
sticks
this
his
meat
finger.
stick and he can
No,
feel his
no,
oath break.
No, he sticks his finger down his throat and makes himself throw up.
That's fair.
Nah.
Sebastian,
Nah.
you literally stick your finger down your throat in the middle of the bar and cause yourself to throw up. The meat stick is thrown up alongside basically a bit of extra stuff.
So as soon as I do that, I just put more. I put some. It's like omelet, please.
Sure.
I will go. I'll go to the proper restroom to throw up, and
I'm
probably
gonna
get some omelets
punch
as well.
this guy. I'm gonna punch this guy in the stomach. Just FYI. Later.
Who? The
Not
waiter?
now. The
The waiter?
No, the chef. No, not the waiter. It's
You
not the
haven't seen the
waiter's
chef.
fault.
He's
Oh, okay. I'll find him.
okay.
That didn't
Not
surprise
now.
me.
Not now. Later.
It is supremely
Later.
fucked up, but to be fair, that's probably.
I'm not a demon spawn. Wait, what the
No,
fuck?
I
What did I
I-
do?
I go to the bathroom
Ah, fair
and I vomit out the meat stick.
I feel much better for eating wall lizard.
Yeah, the wall is a thing. Have feeling.
Honestly, hindsight's 2020 with this, man.
Can I get a ham and cheese sandwich there? Or
Yeah.
whatever the option was.
Yeah, ham and cheese on rye, 8 copper.
Okay.
Sound right.
A cop for ham and cheese and rye. You know what? I'll take that after vomiting that crap.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
So everybody replaces
That's
their
not
meat
a
sticks
candy
with a ham.
squirrel. That's not a candy squirrel. I wish it was a candy squirrel.
Anything would have been better than what it was.
That a lawful good sentient creature. When we come back from the mayor's office, I'm gonna have a few words with the chef.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm gonna beat his
Oh,
ass.
goodness gracious.
Anyway,
it has
off
been-
to
it
the
has been a
mayor's
day
office.
So far already.
Like
got
as
13
Sebastian walks, he's gonna be like picking his teeth and like wiping his tongue with a cloth as they walk down the street. Just, oh, God, let's get it.
Prestidigitation exists.
Yeah, I was just about to
Save
say,
me!
you want somebody
Save
to
me!
prestidigitate
Ocularis, please! Please save me!
I'll cast prestidigitation for you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Sebastian,
I gotta
your
get
mouth
the-
feels clean.
And then he says a prayer. He says a prayer of apology. That he did that.
You
He
feel
will get-
a small wave of understanding.
I will get
wash over you.
vengeance. I'll get vengeance. I am a paladin of vengeance.
Can I also get that presentation?
New quest: murder the chef.
Yes.
I'll make it clean. Cameron, just so you know, prestidigitation can also make things dirty.
How dare
I can
you?
go cast that in the chef's mouth for you.
Oh yes. Let's go.
That's
Make
good.
him eat the devil's
Bobbity
candy
boo,
squirrel.
Now your mouth tastes like poo.
Make it permanent. You can't get rid of it. Or
I'm not
cast
sure if I
nose
can do
whistle.
that, but
No matter how long you scrub at your tongue, it will always taste like shit.
Wait, can prestidigitation cast nose whistle of the north?
It technically can, I believe. No, I think that's minor illusion.
Oh yeah, that's minor illusion. Damn it.
I think that fits better, probably.
Oh shit.
I
Well, you
think-
could make his mouth taste like shit for up to 1 hour.
Yes, that's true.
Which would still
That's
be a
one
nightmare.
torturous. That's one torturous.
Or you could probably make it feel like he swallowed a cactus.
Instantaneous.
Ugh, excuse me. Anyway, now that that's taken care of, the devil's candy squirrel is gone. Mayor, we are not murderers. We're innocent.
It was
Okay.
We actually
it was a-
helped you.
We need to
So,
act
as
like
you
no
arrive-
justice here.
As you arrive at the mayor's office, and you guys saw plenty of strange things along the way, there is actually there's a new person sitting at the desk. And he's a young man, looks to be of half-orc descent, actually. And he's sitting at the desk, and he seems to be trying to adjust to his new workspace. It's quite cluttered. He seems to be trying to organize things, and as you approach the desk, he says, hello, welcome to, Delta's Watch, right, sorry. Delta's Watch's mayor's office in Town Hall. What can I do for you fine folks today?
We're here to see the mayor about a bounty, potentially. Maybe
Bounty, you say?
Kind of.
Do you have
Yeah.
the pay?
I
Hang
do
on,
that
I
thing
don't,
where I
I don't
tilt-
remember this.
I do that thing
Hang
where I
on.
tilt my
He,
hand.
he pulls
you know,
up
like
a handbook, and he starts flipping through the handbook. Bounty. Ah, there it is. Do you have the bounty poster? Or
No.
well,
Let's just say it's a
They
bounty
don't
that
have the
may not have been.
poster.
Buddy,
Huh?
I don't think you have papers for this. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be entirely honest with you.
The candy lady was a hag.
Yes, the candy lady
killed
was
her.
a hag, and she's dead. Like on the
Candy
floor,
Lady
dead.
is a hag.
My God,
um,
he's checking the paper.
I got look. I could do one of two things. I could call my supervisor, or I could let you in to see the mayor. Which one would you prefer?
We would love to see the mayor.
Awesome.
Mayor.
Mayor's in the back. Here's the. Oh God, where are the passes? I'm sorry, it's my first day.
You're doing great.
He hands Angie like the pass to see the mayor.
Oh, did the
Thank-
other
we
did the other lady
very
get
much
fired?
appreciate it.
Who? Wait, did I get hired after somebody got fired?
Alright,
Oh
okay.
God!
This person.
Can I put
that
somebody on
person
the
working
street?
that desk was
To
really
be-
rude.
To be honest, you're an improvement over here.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah, no, you're doing great.
Thanks. Could you
Thumbs
tell
up.
my supervisor that?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
thumbs up.
you
Okay.
solid
your name?
recommendation.
My name. My name.
What's your name?
Jackson.
Jackson. All right,
Jackson.
solid, solid. Thumbs up, man.
Thank
You're
you.
doing great.
We're good work for you.
You're doing fantastic. Don't change. You're good. And I'm gonna look at the pass. Is it correct? Is it an actual like pass to the mayor's office? or did he
it
have
is.
the wrong
Technically,
thing?
It is.
technically, the mayor last time. I think the
Okay.
mayor last time said we could just come into his office whenever.
This guy does not know that.
We
yeah,
bothered
but
this man
clearly.
for nothing. Anyway, off to the
Oh, yeah.
mayor's office.
Off to
And
the mayor's-
as we disappear around the corner, I'm gonna peer out and give him another thumbs up. Right as we disappear.
Okay, you do that, and he gives you a thumbs up, and he like pumps his hand like a yes. And you guys make your way over to the mayor's office. Giving it a knock, you basically hear, "Oh, come in, come in." I don't remember the voice I gave the mayor.
Open
It's
it.
fine.
Open the door.
So
Yeah, that happens.
you find the fat halfling mayor. He's like, "Ah, my friends, hello, welcome back."
So you're
Yeah, situation.
is he sitting?
Yes.
Is he sitting down? So I as I walk out, I'd say you need to take a seat for this, but I see you're already way ahead of me.
Oh yes, I would. I'm glad. Yes, I am seated. What can I do for you?
Who's carrying the head?
I am. I have
You
always
are.
been prepared.
We have some
Hold up.
unfortunate news.
What
Or
might that be?
fortunate, depending on
Or-
depending on your view.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Spit it out, friend. Spit it out.
Hold
Well,
up the
if
head.
somebody would pull out
I-
the head.
I don't have a head. I said so already.
Okay, so he
Holds
like
the head up high.
he like looks at the head and is like, "Goodness gracious, that woman's ugly. Why are you showing this to me?"
Oh my god.
So, she was the candy store owner.
What?
So you
Don't
lost what?
start with that. She started with the fact that she was a hag.
Okay,
She was
whoa,
a
whoa,
hag.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay,
Yeah.
hold up. Wait a minute. He like casts a glance over at the bowl of candy. She-
We're pretty sure that the candy is fine.
He like stops and he's frozen for a second.
I mean, to be fair, you've been eating it for quite some time already, have you? I'm pretty sure if she'd poisoned it,
Yeah.
I guess you're right, but so she's a
But
hag.
yes, and she
Mhm.
did admit to eating children.
Yep. Pull up.
So
He
Yep,
slams his hand on his desk and he says, "She did what?"
Yeah, she ate
Well,
babies.
apparently she hasn't
Full
done
stop.
it recently, but at least in my humble opinion, it doesn't matter how recently you ate a child.
He starts like fanning his face with his hand.
The
He's like,
passage
"Oh
of
my
time does
goodness."
not solve that problem. Not even close.
Well, wouldn't eventually all of the nutrients like get cycled out of your? Wait,
Okay,
now
that's
why
not
am
the
I
point.
thinking about this? Oh goodness gracious me!
I don't think he meant
Oh.
it literally.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, and so I guess you so still
Honestly, I think we really just wanted to let you know before anybody went into the store and found the beheaded body of an old woman.
Yeah,
well, if I'm
um,
being entirely
Because
fair with you.
obviously that would have been not a great look.
No, it
Mhm.
wouldn't, and I'll be honest, I was about to send the guards over there myself because I went to go there this morning and it was all locked up. Dark inside. So,
Yeah, she's
I was...
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell that now. I can tell that now. This town has lost
Just gonna
their best
clarify.
confectioner.
Just gonna clarify.
But at
I now
least- at
gesture
least-
like openly.
At least the
towards
children
Barnaby.
can sleep safely. Right,
I
I
gesture
meant to
towards Barnaby.
ask. I meant to ask about that before that got tossed in. Who the fuck is this?
Our witness.
But,
Saw the whole thing
well-
go down.
It sounds like he probably believes us though. But
Just-
the
Ocularis
main
is gonna
point
lean
here
in at this moment and go, "He definitely hasn't been threatened." and just Leon's back paw writing in his book.
The mayor. So
is
Sebastian.
going to hide his face in his hands.
When
Just-
Sebastian made that face when his brain blew a fuse at the breakfast table, he is now making the exact same face, and he is
Yeah.
sitting in stunned silence.
You're not helping.
We are like really jostling this poor man's brain right now. It's just hardball after hardball with this.
I suppose. Is there a reason other than the fact that you didn't want to get arrested that you brought this head to me?
That's about it.
Yeah, that's really about it. We
Okay.
I
So
mean, it's one
he
less
stand-
hag in the world.
he stands up and he says, "Yeah, I do feel like I should at least reward you somehow for that." He gets up and he grabs his bowl of candy, but he doesn't offer it to you. Instead, he pitches it into his trash can or his little trash
Fair.
box.
Fair.
And
Yep.
then he
Fair.
walks
Yep.
over to a shelf. And then he
Admittedly, I know this the last like 5 minutes have been very intense. But admittedly, the last couple days here have been a little bit desensitizing when it comes to determining what is or is not too much. There's a lot going on here.
You are right. You are right. There's a lot going on here. I don't have any money that I can spare for any kind of bounty, but let me see. I have something here that might be of use to you. One moment.
I might wind up being I might be wind up being that kid like Sebastian usually is, but Sarah is going to pull out her very large coin purse that currently has I mean, I don't know how much money everybody else has, but currently has around 500 gold, and is going,
You're
trust
poor.
me, we're not low on. Yeah, I'm poor. Well, I put 8,000 of it back in my funny little pet Drake's room, so he can feel
Oh my
comfortable.
God.
So I'm sorry.
And
I haven't
Ocular's
been
dead
here
pets
for as
in the
long as
room
you.
just looks up and you're poor and keeps writing.
Well, I'm sorry that I haven't been here as long as you, and also I gave most of my gold to Ghidorah, or not? Was it
Gildora.
No, Gildora. sorry.
Gildor. Sebastian's
Not
my fault that you have
an
morals.
Old Valenheim folk song.
Barnaby
himself
is
in the
like
corner.
he's pulled out some lint and 2 copper pieces from his pocket and is just staring at it.
I pat him on the shoulder.
He puts
So-
away his money. But the
How
mayor,
does he even have copper pieces? What value does this plane's money have to him?
I picked this up off of the street. What did you think? This was my entire life savings? Back home, I probably had more money to use in the Feywilds than I could have thought to
I
use
was
for.
just saying that I figured those 2 copper pieces, like it wouldn't really mean a whole lot.
Oh
'cause I-
my god.
My doll means a lot to
from
me.
everything- Well, yeah, but what?
Guys,
I think you're missing the point.
What, Cameron?
I
What's up?
just see in chat, fuck, Aquaman, I swear on my life I will kill.
Damn it. I am so
Just wait
sorry.
until the worst ad break I've ever gotten on Twitch was one time I got like 8 ads back to back in the same break.
Technically speaking,
Oh my God.
you're supposed to be able as a streamer to choose which ads do which, like how much ads per thing. But it seems to me like people either get like 1 ad or no ads. Anyway, so sorry. Going back through, the mayor has actually been shifting around in some of his like documents. For a it's your fault that Jason haunts my dreams.
Oh my god.
And so the mayor pulls out a small document, and I know that this isn't much, but I got some reports from my scouts recently. Less scouts and more people who are brave enough to go and travel the roads on my guardsmanship. I don't know what you guys are planning to do around here. It's, well, you guys seem to be real go-getters, but I've compiled some information, and it's not much, but we've taken note around here that the tribes around here are really, really upset about this whole undead attack situation.
Yeah, we're on it.
Yeah, I noticed that.
But strangely,
Thought they were happy about it.
strangely, none of the tribes are working together at all with each other. It's like they're
Yeah,
completely at war, but more so than that, apparently this great flying beast that we've seen occasionally attacks them regularly. According to my guardsmanship, they were traveling the road, and the beast was going to be set upon them. But the beast apparently took notice of a traveling pack of tribesmen, and it just ignored them, and went straight over and killed the tribesmen first, allowing my men a chance to escape.
Interesting.
Thankfully, there was an actual like new bit of information in there because I was literally about to go chat. How do we tell them? we already know literally all of this. I
Well-
don't want to tell them. I feel
Well,
bad.
all we do is we explain to him Operation Whale and Operation Tortle,
Yeah, there you go.
and he'll
Now-
understand we've already got plans.
Now I will say this. We do plan at some point to maybe solve this Feywild issue as well. But I'm pretty sure that the Feywild problems are what's keeping an undead horde from your,
Are you
entering your
are
door.
you serious?
Yes.
Well, I mean, that's the only connecting tissue I can see here. It seems like the only place in this country that the undead aren't going is right where all the air starts to feel weird.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I never even noticed. There were some people who had those theories, but I never gave them any thought. I just thought that we were being passed over because we were so close to the coast. No reason to go this far, maybe. I'll admit it wasn't exactly good thinking on my part, but
Yes,
Huh.
the undead don't seem to have any particular choosiness when it comes to what towns and villages they burn to the ground.
silver linings, I guess. Um,
Yes,
But-
always keep positive. It could always be worse.
well, I hope my information was at least of some use to you. But if you need anything
Um,
else, you can always feel free to ask.
I do have one question.
Yes, what is it?
Would you know who I would talk to know of the people that came down from the capital? Any refugees or so? Who I would talk to that know who came from there?
Refugees, huh? Well, talking to the captain
Yeah.
of the guard would be the best. As far as I know, my guards have been handling most of the refugee situation.
Because there's someone that I want to find among them, hopefully.
Okay. Well, if anybody would know, it'd be my guards. So, here you can feel free to head on over to the main guard barracks, and you can just tell them I sent you.
Does anyone want to come with me just so it doesn't end up like last time when I got nearly assassinated? The last of it under a guardhouse.
Well, I mean,
What?
to be fair, we kind of wiped all the guys that did that out. So
That's true.
I know, but I'm just,
I mean, I guess
I'm
they
just
could have
paranoid though.
found they could have found new guys, but I don't imagine they would have.
I'm just paranoid.
Because I mean, I don't think how long has it been in universe since we did that?
Uh,
I think it's been like a couple weeks.
like a week or two.
Yeah.
I just remember the last one went to a guardhouse by myself. It didn't end very well.
Well, I
Well-
mean, I suppose there's no. It's not like we can really leave without you. So I mean, we might as
Yep.
well all head there before we head out.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll
if-
stick around and
If we don't plan on
watch your
doing
back.
anything about the situation here, we probably ought to get on the request our friends up at the oh goodness, what was their tribe name again? I know I had it in my head, but I lost
close
it.
circle.
Those guys aren't our friends.
No.
Yeah,
Mhm.
those guys
The
are absolutely
Delmeyer
not
tribe.
friendly.
The Delmeyer
Yeah,
tribe
but-
currently is the one
Was
you're
it
allied
was
with.
it just the
Yeah.
I think it was the slumbering tribe.
ones who gave us the sap? Oh, it was
Slumbering
the
tribe.
Slumbering.
Oh, the one,
Yeah.
the slumbering are the
Them.
ones that give.
Because they made a request of us, and we, well, just gonna
Haven't done it
gesture
yet.
to the room that we are not currently working towards it.
Well, to be honest, I kind of like told them that we're not gonna be like going around and telling the slumbering tribe about anything that isn't absolutely necessary for them to know. Like, technically speaking, from what I remember, I got the information that we needed from them anyway, and I promised them that we would bring them information, but nothing that would be harmful towards the other groups.
I mean, still, yeah. I mean, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we could just tell them that everything seems funky,
Well, I mean, we should
funky dory out down there.
Go over there.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, we don't have to be. Technically speaking, we are not obligated or promised them any sort of information that isn't. Where am I going with this? Where's my what word am I looking for? Ah, God.
Wasn't
I
that
promise I can
the
speak English.
the tribe they were wanting us to spy on is the one over on the Kamal Peninsula or whatever?
Holmes
Yeah,
Peninsula.
and
Was it
they
that- or
they
was it
also
down
wanted
Yeah.
us.
This?
Yeah,
They also
yeah.
wanted us to come down here and give them information about the town down here. From what I remember, right, Dom? I might
They
be
only
wrong.
Directed us towards one place.
They directed you over to Holmes Peninsula for sure. They wanted you to tell them what was going on with the tribe down there. I believe that you guys simply saw this town over here,
Well, I guess
fairly
we could
fortified town.
always- How wide across is the river again?
Down here where the
Really
delta
far.
is,
Yeah.
I would probably say, with it being around 4 miles for the hex, the river would cap out at its largest as probably a mile across, maybe at its thickest point. So it's going to be less than a mile
A
usually.
mile across? Jeez,
At its
Louise.
very thickest point, which would likely
Maybe.
be where this water is collecting, like here,
Mm.
before it splits
I
off.
was gonna say, instead of going, like all the way, back up and around and yibbity doodah, we could just like maybe cross the river and go along this way.
That's true. Would significantly
It's
shorten the
very
amount of
true.
time that you guys were walking.
That's 54 miles compared to if we completely took. I guess we don't have to take the road, so even if we like just went around the river.
I say we go for it. We can try to figure
Yeah.
out a way to cross the river. I mean, we all have
I mean, I can
abilities
literally
that can
fly,
help us.
so-
We also we also have Akaros who can transform into something that can get us across too.
He can turn into the big old turtle.
Please,
Yep.
sorry.
Yep,
No.
that would. Or whale.
Yeah.
So, what then
I
is
can just
first?
whale flop and carry us.
Well,
What is the first thing that you guys want to do then?
I think
I guess-
definitely investigate this over here, but I know Coons wants to talk to the guard first before we leave.
get some
So-
information
I don't
first for
think-
myself.
Because from my own assumption, I don't really think, because it sounds like the crystal, like the whole crystal thing that was going on here, doesn't really seem to have any correlation to the whole zombies thing.
No, I think it has something to do with the problem occurring here.
Did you
Mhm.
It is a happy
do the
accident.
laugh?
Did I just do the laugh? Yes.
What-
Okay, either way,
Did
Okay,
we
no,
ever
go-
take that crystal up to the carts, or is that still in my ring?
I think it might
I
still
think
be in
it's
your
still
ring.
the ring.
Okay.
So,
um,
first stop
Yep.
is you guys are going to head over to the guards outpost.
Yeah,
Yep.
Dom, do you mind if I, just to watch his back, what I'll do is I will stand sort of in a crowd a little ways away and keep an eye out, from a distance.
Sure. So you walk
And
into
if he's
the
really
crowd.
worried about it, I could always cast Death Ward on him.
That is also true.
True.
Ah,
Oh,
But
the stream went
I don't
off.
think-
wonderful! I'm so glad. I'm so glad that my stream went off.
Oh. Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
it's
Live,
back on.
unstable. I bet what you're about to say.
Technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Are we back?
Yeah.
We good?
It looks like
Yep.
we're having technical difficulties, but we're back. Yippee ki Okay. So I apologize
good.
for the wait there.
I can see it on mine end too.
So Kunj.
Yep.
We'll say that. What does the rest of the party want to do? Sebastian is going to hang out in the crowd. Does anybody else have anything they want to do specifically, or do you guys just want to go in with him? Like, what do you guys want to do?
I mean, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a safe thing, but like I said, Kunj has PTSD from what happened.
It's been a while. I could always go in, full get up, mask on, like, full just every ounce leaning directly into Plague Doctor and just walk alongside him like he had some sort of horrible illness.
Okay.
I
Sure.
mean,
Okay, I guess yeah.
Also,
Maybe that'll discourage assassins from getting too close.
I'm also going to ask for Boga to help me keep an eye out.
Sure, Boga,
well.
who has still been hanging around. He hasn't had a
Good.
real reason to be chiming
Keeps
in.
forgetting that Boga exists.
No, he
I-
just doesn't have a reason to chime in on most things. He's just balling.
He never really has a reason to chime in. That doesn't mean he can't.
He's sitting there jamming to the Driftvale City theme in his head.
Whoa.
I think that's a way to make this
Alternate
quick.
dimension? Sorry.
To make this
Also
quick, what? I was saying to make this quick. Yeah, I'll look around for from the guards. Do you know where the captain is?
Huh? Yeah, he's inside. He'll be in his office in the barracks. Why?
Okay, thank. I needed to ask him about a refugee that may have come through here,
Okay, what purpose?
just to make sure that they're okay.
And you want to talk to the captain? Just because you want to
Someone-
make sure someone's okay? And he puts up air quotes.
Anyone who is available who would know all the refugees, or at least enough to give me an answer.
He like crosses his arms at you and he kind of just examines you. Tell me why I should give you permission to go and talk to anybody about refugees without knowing who you are or why you want them, other than you want to make sure they're okay. I haven't seen you around here
Air
before.
quotes again.
Yes, he is.
Wait, didn't Mayor give us anything? Hold on.
No, technically, he just gave us information.
Yeah, he just
Yeah,
told
you
us
gave
to
us
go talk to
everything.
them.
I can
Well,
become the mayor.
I can give you
That's
the
true.
seal that I still have in my pocket.
if you want, the mayor can vouch for us.
The mayor?
Yes.
Hmm. He looks you up and down, and he scratches his chin. All right, if you really know the mayor, who is the mayor? What's the mayor's race? And tell me
You
what
can't
his
just
build is
ask
like.
People their race, Cheryl.
The mayor doesn't just see anyone these days, so why don't you just tell me what the mayor's race is and what's his build like if you've really seen the mayor?
He's very fluffy, and he's a tiefling, right?
What did you say? Did you say he was a tiefling?
What was it, tiefling or a halfling?
Oh my god.
Which one do you say?
Oh crap! Oh crap!
Does anyone want? Well, I do
Oh,
have.
This is on you, my guy.
You're here with me. You can add your own input.
I think he's choosing not to because this could be hilarious if you get it wrong.
Oh my
I want
God.
to hear.
Okay.
You know, this is real. I don't remember. I think it was tiefling.
Yeah, all right, buddy. You ain't seeing anyone. You can park your ass back near the back near the crowd.
The mayor is a short, fat halfling. Very kind.
Okay, well, you know, fuck that.
Maybe
Really
you
like
could
the
work
guy.
on
Okay,
your
well, I guess I'm
memory
going.
because apparently your friend has better one than you. Fine, go see the captain.
I didn't say big fluffy, so I got the build right at least. So come on.
I guess
But
that's-
two opposite ends of the racial spectrum.
Well,
Purple or
I don't
blue
good-
skinned
I
demon
don't.
versus
I don't have good.
tiny
Well,
human.
you were there. You could have said something, but no, you just stayed quiet and just let me look at an idiot.
To be fair, it was quite funny. The guard
Oh, this
implies.
guard's a dick.
This is when I walk up to him, look him in the eyes, and just become him and go, yes, this will be, and wander in.
He like takes a second. He like takes a second. He's like, "Is that the wild magic? Wait, can you just do that, or is that the magic again?"
That's
I'm
a good
like,
question.
How has he not gotten?
I
randomly
answered no
arrested yet?
questions. I just walk off like he doesn't even exist.
I have to ask later if he's ever been randomly arrested because I'm going to be genuinely surprised if he hasn't.
Oh no, nope,
How?
not a single
How?
time.
How
I was
like
kicked
I
out of a
said,
town
Seba-
once, and I once
Sebastian isn't near
poisoned the
me, so I
village
can't
for
answer,
it.
But like, how the fuck has he not just been arrested for some of the shit he does?
To be fair,
I've never
the-
been caught.
It's true. True.
Oh god. Anyway.
I gotta do a. We're go. I'm gonna go in.
I'm going to stay outside and
Okay.
continue to scan the outside of the building.
So you make your way in alongside anybody else who's coming in with him, and you basically make your way to what appears to be an office marked with, of course, oh my god, guard captain. I was gonna say chief of police, but technically, like, they are police. Anyway.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah, that would also work.
We see like a flash into the distant future.
So
and it's
anyway, uh-oh, I think ads are
it's a
playing
wi- a
again
wi-
because I
a
think
wild
Aquaman
magic
has returned.
More Aquaman.
There's just one problem, Ben. Who are they gonna sell him to? Fucking Aquaman!
God damn it.
I love that.
That'll always be my fucking favorite bit from a video, especially because preceding that, like, fucking shout, he literally took an axe to his background, chopping a hole through it. Oh god.
Okay. So, anyway, his name appears to be Guard Captain Donovan Strait. And that's straight with, like, a S-T-R-A-I-T, not, like, the sexuality or the line curvature.
That says a lot about your thought that the first thing you think about is sex. Jeez.
Huh?
Gee. God, wow.
Okay, sorry.
Now Sebastian's listening to the Driftvale City theme in his head outside.
What is this Driftvale City? I've never heard of this place.
Anyway, so the door is shut, but we'll say that you knock on it and you hear a relatively gruff voice say, "Come in."
They open the door and come in.
Okay, so you open the door and make your way in, and you come face to face with what appears to be an orc wearing very official guardsman attire. He's sitting at a desk and he's going over some papers. He looks a bit frazzled. He's clearly been a bit overworked. His eyes are tired, and he says, "Yes, how can I help you?" And he, like, moves his papers to the side.
I'm looking for a old friend of mine, a white dragonborn, blue eyes, feminine.
He, like, puts his head in his hand, and he rubs his temples a little bit. And then he says, "You're coming to the guard captain to ask if I've seen your friend. I'm gonna take a wild guess here and say your friend is a refugee from the main city so that I don't blow a crossbow bolt through my head."
Yes, exactly, yes.
Do you have your friend's name? I'll check our records.
God, it's been a while. Do you remember what the name was, Dom?
Let me check.
What's the name?
I have it down
Yeah.
here somewhere. I believe it's in this thing right here. Box up. Oh, wait, no, sorry. This is in a separate document. That's just the general overview. That would be in notes. 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 Where the hell is my collection of notes? Oh, wait, yeah, that's right. It's in items, not locations. Right?
Bro,
Okay.
imagine not having an organized Google.
I do. It's just so fucking huge. Well, it's not
I
a Google
just
sheet.
noticed Duncan's chat.
What did he say? Is it more about Aquaman?
It played again twice Aquaman, three times. I give up. Aquaman's last
No,
stand.
hold on, guys. Let me do the smooth show here. See, there's an easy way to fix those repeated annoying ads playing for you. You can just sub.
You could just
subscribe.
subscribe. Give me all your money so you don't have to see Aquaman anymore.
It's
I am
that
no longer
simple.
asking. I have sent Aquaman to torture you until you give me $5 on Twitch.com.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that's a pretty effective torture method, making people watch an Aquaman ad over and over.
Oh my god.
Just on repeat constantly.
I ain't got
Okay.
money, boy. I spent it all
Well,
on PC parts.
Anyway,
True.
your
Me
friend's
and
name
literally
is
loves-
Clamara.
Clamara. Okay. Clamara.
So he like goes for a minute, and I'm typing this in chat so that you can get the the spelling correct.
Yeah. I'm putting my notes so I remember it for all time, so at least I have it there.
Clamara doesn't have a last name, I'm guessing.
She was a noble woman, or at least of like.
Yeah, but that
No.
doesn't mean shit around here. So many people don't have last names. It's not even funny. You know how much of a nightmare
Fair.
it is for record keeping? God.
Fair. I was just trying to narrow it down.
Okay. I've checked through all of my K files, and it took him a good few minutes, and he says, I don't have any records of anybody named Clamara, nor any white dragonborns that were brought down here. Sorry.
Okay, well, I had to try. Have a good day.
Real. Oh my God.
That's all. That's all I
Okay.
needed.
All
I
right.
don't know how.
Bye. I guess. Jeez.
I don't know how.
Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out.
I don't think.
These guards are not very nice, but they
I'd
seem
like-
tired.
I mean, to be fair, would you be
I mean-
feeling very nice if the shit that was going on around here you'd been dealing with for the last? Because you, if I remember
That's
correctly, you
true.
said it's been like 8 years.
It's
right?
been around 8 years since this
Like,
all
this has been-
started.
This has been going on for. I
The
think
magic
before
shit has
the-
been going on for about 7.
So what you're
Uh,
saying is he's EP. Yeah.
So
uh-huh.
EP.
Okay,
He
Yeah.
eepy and
Well-
sleepy, and he needy to sleepy.
I'll go outside and let our friends out. Well, no luck here.
Before I leave the room, I want to walk up, wipe everything off his desk, flip him off, leave, and as I walk past
Oi!
the guard again, I become me.
Oi!
God.
Oi!
Oh.
He runs out of the
my
room
God.
and he blows his whistle just and he
Okay,
runs
Oculus,
out
I think you finally overstepped.
and he
Oh, no.
he and several guards burst out of the front door, and he takes a look out front and he can see his guard standing there, and the guard watches you walk past and he looks like relatively confused, and he moves forward to talk to the guard. He's like, "Oi, you think you could just get away with that? Get away with what, boss? You hang on a second."
And invisible.
And then you go invisible.
I encouraged him. This is my fault.
You
I
go
encouraged
invisible.
him.
So I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you one action as a start, because you just went invisible after that, and the guard captain takes one look at what just happened, and he seems like he's about to flip his shit. What do you do
Oh my
the moment
God.
after you go invisible?
I dimension door?
You dimension
Get
door.
the fuck out of here.
Is there an alleyway up ahead
There are
with
many.
a bunch of people?
There's
I
a
teleport-
crowd as well.
I want to say. In
I
this brief,
dimension
like,
door out into a crowd of people, and I become the elf that we met in the tavern in the last season.
No! No!
Okay.
That is a public official! You fool!
In
Okay.
this brief window, can I just have Solera say, "I don't know that guy"?
I know.
The guy turns around, the guard captain, and several guards surround you, and he says, "Oh, fuck no. You think you're just getting away with that? Who the hell was that guy? You guys can avoid an
That's
arrest
so-
right here and now for disturbing the peace, as long as you let me know who that was."
No.
a menace.
Hey,
That's
is
what
this
he was.
loud? Dom, is this loud?
Yes,
Can
you've
I
noticed.
hear
You've
this?
taken
It's
notice of
right
this.
outside.
Okay. I'm gonna
Solera
wander
is
over there
going
now.
to panic a little bit, like, let me just think for a second. Bye, and she's gonna take off straight up.
Okay, the guard is
Oh,
going to
no.
immediately blow his whistle, and one of the guards who's
Oh,
right next to
no.
him is going to make a net attack at you.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
I'm not.
no.
I'm not a rat.
Here we go.
He's not a rat. Fuck.
So
Okay.
the guard.
Well, hold on. I gotta. Oh boy. I'm getting my. Yeah. Good
Oh,
question,
what the fuck
Duncan.
happened
Good
to- What
question.
the fuck just happened?
Okay,
So
so
Duncan asks in
the
chat.
first guard-
So how much is bail?
the first guard and the second guard that he has with him both throw nets. The one guard that was outside with you when all of this went out, he hasn't reacted yet. But does a 21 hit?
No.
No.
I'm going to assume that no means yes. So while you deftly dodge out of the way of the first net as you're trying to escape, it sends you right into the second guard's net, and you are immediately encapsulated. I need you, let's see, I believe the net is a... Yep, okay, so you are now currently restrained, and you come crashing down to the ground. We'll say that you made it about 15 feet, and so you are going to take 3 bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
God.
The guards
Ocularis,
all
what have you
raise their
done?
spears.
It has been a long time since I caused any chaos.
So the guards all raise
I've been
their
really
spears,
well behaved.
and they point them at you, and they say,
I'm sorry, I panicked. I was scared.
yeah, well, now you're in a net. So
Hey, Dom,
who's the real fool here?
Can I
That's you.
like enter at this
Well,
point?
Sure.
Do you mind
Sebastian,
if I, like,
you
enter?
now
Okay.
walk up to the group
So,
crowd, and
I'm
one of the
I'm
guards
gonna-
says, "Back off, citizen. There's an arrest happening."
I put my hands up.
I've never
I'm
been
so
arrested
sorry.
before.
She is a friend of mine. I will clear this up. Please just
They
let
all
me
look-
explain.
They all turn their heads
I-
and look at you, and the guard captain approaches you specifically, blowing his whistle one final time, and the other guards continue to brandish their spears directly at the rest of the party. The captain moves up to you and says, "And who are you then? You're affiliated with these guys?"
I
Next
am
word's careful.
Sebastian Glade, Paladin of Bahamut.
If they're
I am
not- if they're
here
not
to
paying attention,
explain the
he's gonna try
actions.
to get out of
The other man is a man that tends to just cause chaos and destruction wherever he goes. I apologize for his behavior. If there is anything I can do to clear this up, I'm sorry. My friend in the net, she just gets nervous and panics sometimes. I apologize.
Make me a persuasion check.
Okay. Here we go. Boom. 15? Uh-oh.
The guard captain reads you. He looks you up and down. He seems to be taking your measure. He spends a good few moments, and he says, "I'll let you and your friends off easy, then. For just even though you've caused me a great big headache today already with your meaningless questions and your destruction of my desk. But, fine,
I didn't even have to see what happened to know who did it. I'm
fine.
sorry.
I promise that the destruction of the desk was not premeditated.
You can
Yeah,
do
there-
one
there-
of
I
two
don't
things.
know why he does what he does.
You can pay a small fine to the city, because Lord knows we
Sounds
need
good.
it.
Sounds good. That
Fair.
sounds fine.
I hate
50
it.
gold
How much
pieces,
can I-
or
50 gold?
or you can do something that I'm too short-staffed to do. What would you like?
You know
Ooh,
what?
Work.
So how
We
we would like to hear the what's this short staff thing you need.
Oh, no, you. I'll get to you in a second, time waster. You can either take the job now or pay the fine. One of
I
those
just
two
asked
goes.
for the job.
Yeah, you don't
Okay,
get to know.
All right. Look, I cannot, as my oath says, I cannot just take a job without knowing anything. I will not be associated with any violence.
Christ.
I will pay the fine. Here.
Or not
Can
Christ,
I
sorry,
hand
God.
him
Am I
50?
under like act like bleh, watch right now.
Yes,
Be
they
clear and
have
focus
spears
on
pointed at
gameplay.
you.
Okay,
I will hand him 50 gold.
I was gonna
He takes
say,
he takes the gold
if
and he says,
Secretary could like land on me and start pecking at the
cut the bird free. Let them go.
And I promise you, I will punch him in the stomach the next time I see him.
You better, if you know this man. All right, Sebastian Glade and your friends here. I will be keeping an eye on all of you starting now.
Don't worry, guys. That only out of character. That only brings me down to 900 gold left. I'm good. Anyway.
Good to see that we're around that mess.
I've never been arrested before. I know I wasn't sure what to do.
I imagine while all this is going on, I'm just standing in the background watching.
Can I see him? Can I
Make
see
me a
him?
perception
Can
check.
I see that elf? Can I see that elf?
Make
I know
me
the
a
elf.
perception check. But this is going to be difficult. I want you to make me a counter deception check, Ocularis.
Counter deception check.
Oh.
Come on, open. Okay, I'll do it the other way.
I find it very
It's your
ironic
fault.
that his
It's your
his
fault for returning to the scene of the
Excitement
crime.
we've had in a while.
So
It's your
I'm just
fault
gonna
for
say
returning.
it's very fitting that Cameron's macro for perception checks specifically mentions he should leave these things to Ocularis.
Sebastian Glade tries to perceive his surroundings with a 9. He should probably leave such things to Ocularis.
And I believe that should do it.
Fuck.
So, Sebastian, you do not manage to take notice of Ocularis in the
I feel a
crowd, though
disturbance
you
in
do
the weave.
feel a
I know he's
disturbance
here.
that he is around, because you know that he would cause problems and be writing in his stupid book unless it would get him found out.
I can sense his presence. Yeah.
Now clear off, the lot of you. We have work to do, and I have an entire desk to reorganize.
Technically, I do have something that I think, by description of it, could snitch, but because the description for Magic Mouth says the triggering circumstance can be as general or as detailed as you like. So I could have it be that have the trigger be that if somebody or like currently in a disguise walks within so many feet of it, it starts screaming, "Here he is! Here he is! Here he is!"
It would be going on constantly with me around.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna not push it any further, and I'm just gonna,
Oh my god.
let him be.
Okay, so he
I'm
clears his
really
guards away.
sad I actually got hit with the net. I'm really sad.
It is what it is.
So as the captain is walking away, he casts a glance at the guy who had his, entire body stolen to do this deed. But he seems to be a glare, and he's like, I thought we trained you better than to not be able to toss that net as soon as I blow this damn whistle. Do I need to write you up again? No, boss. Sorry, boss. I was just, honestly, I was taken aback. The fact that this man looked like me and he turned back and then teleported away, I was just stunned. Right, boss? He squints at him. You're on thin ice. Then he goes back inside the guard barracks.
Did they just unwrap me from the net, or did they actually cut through?
No, they have to cut you free. The reason a net is so difficult is because it's designed to twist in such a way that it is not easy to to unravel on your own. They need to kind of cut you free, otherwise it's going to take like an hour.
I'm assuming they probably cut through multiple. I was gonna say, cast mending on it, hand it back to one of them, but
Oh no, you could do that. You could offer to do that.
I thought with mending, I would have to mend each individual rope connection that was.
I mean,
cut.
technically yes, but I would allow you to do it relatively quickly.
Right. I guess. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, not without even like asking or anything. She's just gonna pick up the net and start mending the tears because she is both exhilarated and feeling really guilty right now.
Also, I'd like to point out that there was an arrest situation, and 2 people dipped. 2 people just abandoned their friends, just zoop, gone.
I wouldn't put it
Yeah,
past
but
Ocularis.
most of our
I
friends.
cite my
involved.
entire history with this group. It is
Fair.
the first thing I've done.
Fair.
I have a long-standing pattern. We get
I
the
mean-
gold, everyone else is fighting a golem and dealing with a king, I dip with the money.
The moment the guy asked me who he was, I just said a menace. That's all he needs to know is that man was a menace.
A menace to society,
Yes.
just in general.
So a small crowd that had gathered to watch this tragedy unfurl has
Yeah.
finally dispersed,
That's
and
fair.
you guys are left sitting on the streets of Delta's Watch.
Oh, Sebastian
Okay,
has to
let-
fulfill a promise. It's by
Well,
By
let's go
other
find our bar. Go find our friend and get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
I imagine the crowd's dispersing. I'm just still writing in the book, waiting for everyone
So,
to catch
yeah,
up.
now that
Do
the
I
crowd is
now see
dispersed.
after?
Yes,
Okay,
now that
I'm
the
gonna
crowd is
walk up to
dispersed,
him.
you catch
I'm
a
gonna
wind
put
of
my
the
hand. I'm gonna put my arm around Ocularis' shoulder, and I'm just gonna lead him.
Rod of
away from the
rulership.
guard. No, hold on, hold on.
You would need to
Let
take
me
some
explain
time to
first.
pull that out because right now you're writing in the book as described.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Dang it.
just gonna get him away. Okay, just get you away from the guards, like view, and then I'm gonna punch you in the stomach.
So
I
Ocularis,
promised
Sebastian.
him I would.
Good night, by the
Promised him
way.
I would.
I'll see you. We'll see you another time. I was
shit,
talking to.
I just realized another thing that I probably
No.
could have
Not hard enough to
exactly
actually
is
hurt
it that
much.
Ocularis is doing to change appearance? Right now?
It's
I'm
just
using a magic item,
Okay.
and I also have a magic item that makes it impossible to distinguish my original form.
Well, because the only thing I was gonna say, I guess I don't know how it would work with a magic item because I don't think items or I don't think items are leveled in 5e like they are in Pathfinder. Because I was gonna say I do have dispel magic, but I don't know how that works with magic items because it just doesn't say.
dispel magic
Well,
doesn't
either-
tend to work
either
on magic
way-
items.
No.
Either
You
way,
would also
it-
have
it
to
is-
know where
it
my
is-
heart is.
It is a punch that is not that hard, and I'm just gonna say, that's for leaving your friend.
I just
That's
look
it.
at you and go, but it was good for the book.
I guess. Look, okay. At least apologize. Just-
I'll walk over to Solera. Next time I'll dimension door you two and walk away.
hey, thank you. That's all I ask.
I mean,
I almost
Me-
got away.
to be honest, I mean, I don't know, like with the whole night of Captain Guard, I felt like he deserved it.
And even even if I had like before, because I was kind of fucking decked out, because I had like a bunch of, not really a bunch of, I had a couple of magical effects increasing my AC from like the infusions and stuff, but even that wouldn't have been enough to get around that 21.
Yeah, he rolled real good on that second one. I thought you were gonna get away, honestly. So it's
And
around
it sucks that
11.
it instantly restrains because
Actually, we're gonna
like,
call
I was
that a
thinking
little bit
about-
later.
I was thinking about using gaseous form to just slip through, but because I'm restrained, I wouldn't have been able to do, I assume, the semantic component.
So yeah, it is now noon. By the way, that the whole fiasco took with the mayor
us-
and this trip took about 2 hours.
Let us skip town before
Yeah,
we
get out
cause
of here.
another problem.
How long would this trip here?
So
Take us
traveling on foot,
1
you can
miles.
travel about 3 miles per hour. So if you're going 16 miles, you're roughly going to get there in.
15, that's a
5 hours.
51.
Oh, I thought you meant just up to the river head. It would take you
I
around.
guess we could go up to the river head and then like can't because like 5 hours. I guess that would just be 5 p.m. We could go further.
Yeah, you guys could certainly do that. You only have a limit of technically it's supposed to be like 8 hours of hard travel a day. But do I care?
Well-
Roughly.
Well, I mean,
Maybe.
I guess.
It'll
yeah,
take
we
you
can try-
17 hours
I think that'd
total,
be fine.
roughly.
Yeah.
Mm.
It'll take us a couple of days, but we got it.
So you guys are gonna skip town, and so you guys begin making your way up north.
Outta here.
Through the forests, basically on the edge of the actual delta of Delta's Watch, to reach about here. Oh, wait, I have to do one more thing before you guys head out. That's supposed to be on GM side, but whatever. Because why not? Oh.
I don't
Okay.
know what a 73 even means.
So as you guys were in the crowd, you hear somebody around you. Actually, you know what? No, yeah, it's a random guy. He suddenly starts throwing up.
Oh, okay. That's
Anyways.
Oh.
So,
That's more of that candy scroll. I feel like scroll's gonna end up being the new code word for cannibalism.
yeah, that could be true. Oh yeah, that's right. Didn't you want to go after the chef before you left town, Sebastian?
Oh yeah, that's true. If you guys just meet me by the front gate, I'll be right back.
Okay, we'll say this is
Uh,
just a
we
minor
ju-
detour.
We just got out of getting arrested. Now Sebastian's about to go assault somebody.
Yep.
Yeah, you
feel like
guys
I
think
should be with
I'm bad.
Sebastian.
Where do you think I learned it from?
I learned
worry.
from watching you, Dad.
Right,
the
all
opinion
right.
of our group changes from town to town, depending on whether or not how chaotic we were in that town.
So Sebastian is gonna make his way over, and he's gonna walk in. He's gonna see the bartender, right, just chilling there and doing his thing. I'm just gonna walk up to him and I'm gonna say, "I need to have a talk with your chef. It is vital that I do so."
Okay. Sure. Cletus.
Here we go.
You know what? Just come in the back. He's probably busy. Come see Cletus.
Okay. I walk in.
There's a kind of gruff man working, but he's gruff in the way that like he definitely looks like he's just scraggly rather than like well worn, battle tested. Yeah. What can I do for you? Your food bad?
Yeah, that mystery meat. You're killing those fluffy little guys.
What,
and,
the little round
putting them-
fuckers that keep showing up? Yeah, you gotta use them for something, right?
Are you aware those things are sentient?
Are they?
And they're
Huh.
quite kind little creatures. How many of them have you killed?
I guess
Have
it's
you lost count?
I guess it's a good number. I've fed them for breakfast a few times. It's just whatever meat I can scramble up. Like sometimes it's those guys, sometimes it's rats, sometimes it's fish, sometimes it's like it's whatever I can find. It's cheap. It's cheap as sin. I clean them.
They have
It's-
turned to confetti.
Sebastian cracks his neck, walks up. There will be no more serving those creatures for
Hey!
any meal.
Okay.
By Bahamut's word, you will be punished for killing these poor innocent creatures. And this is when Sebastian is going to uppercut him in the chin as hard as he can.
You do so. You send him. You know what? I'll tell you. Make me one athletics check.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
The opinion of our group changes from town to town. This town will think negatively.
The guards here are not going to be big fans.
Sebastian,
Yeah.
your uppercut dislocates his jaw and sends him sailing onto the counter. There is a loud clattering of utensils and objects that spill onto the floor as his body hits the counter, and he groans in pain.
I walk over to him. I lay on hands him to fix his jaw.
Ah.
And then I look at him dead in the eye and I say, "Better not hear about this again." And I snap my fingers and Dimension Door out.
You mean Misty Step?
Nope, Dimension Door.
Oh, you're gonna cast
I have-
Dimension Door. Okay.
I have that spell prepared.
Oh. Well, I mean, you can't hear it, so he was wailing as you Dimension Doored. And
So I heal his jaw with lay on hands before leaving.
okay, and you Dimension Door outside, and you begin making your way out of town and meet up with the rest of the party.
And I come with a little bit of a bloodied knuckle, and I just, sorry, had some business to take care of. Let's be
Good
off.
to know. We're never welcome there again.
Good for us.
So-
Yeah.
No, probably not.
You guys
I'm sure I'll be back.
have a bit of a reputation now in a couple of places.
Well,
It's fine.
hopefully, our coming reputation will override it.
So, you guys begin the 5-hour trek to the river, heading north. It is a decent way outside of town, and as you guys are traveling... So, no, it looks like it's going to be Jen, actually. Jen,
What?
Something catches your eye along the side of the trees. You know, as things have been kind of phasing in and out of reality here from the Feywilds, you spot a strange sight. Some of the jungle vines that do exist around this area have begun growing around an out-of-place stone die. And they are basically creeping upwards towards the top. But that's not what catches your eye most. It's the glint of some golden things stacked up on top of the die. It's a bit of a ways away, though, so you aren't able to really examine it closely. What would you like to do?
Like to point it out and go, hey, there's something interesting over there we should go look at.
Well,
Huh,
All right.
Okay.
I will
interesting
follow.
Things are always interesting.
So,
I am so sorry, Duncan.
Oh no, is it more
More
Aquaman?
Aquaman.
Yeah.
Bro just got Tyson, by the way.
Don't you want to watch Aquaman now? Don't you really want to watch Aquaman?
I like we
They
should get
haven't got a single ad.
You have like an ad blocker?
No.
No.
Uh-oh,
he
no,
says
I would rather
cheaply.
peel my skin. Whoa! Oh my
Whoa.
god.
It's hard to get just the skin, though.
He would know from experience.
Yes, and my
Taking the tips of fingers off. I haven't purposely done it, but I have accidentally hit a finger.
Yeah, you and that razor blade cutting your hand open.
Well, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I cannot. I wonder if that's been happening to everyone else too, where it's just oops, all Aquaman.
Dude, I'm watching on my end. I've been getting like various different ads.
It's
yeah.
just Duncan.
Different ones.
Aquaman is torturing Duncan exclusively.
Really
He
wants
is
him to go
angered
to
the
the
Aquaman.
premiere
Google
Friday.
history and see if somebody recently Googled a lot of Aquaman related things on your device.
Or brought up Aquaman. That could also be.
Right, so
Jason Momoa is your new enemy. Yeah, but it's not his fault. Blame Disney. Everything's Disney's fault.
Everything is true. He lives for now.
It is Mickey Mouse's fault. Go beat up Mickey.
That is true.
Everyone would feel better if you beat up Mickey.
Honestly, yeah.
Or go leak
Yeah.
the secret vault. Everyone would be either horrified or enjoy that.
Dude, do you know how much Mickey Mouse porn is probably in there? Like, it's probably
Oh
a
my
lot.
god, alright.
Absolute tons.
Like,
That's the
literal
point of the
tons.
vault.
Literal tons of paper porn of the Disney characters is probably in
Terabytes.
there.
They're terabytes.
no petabytes.
Yeah,
Petabytes of fucking
because
Mickey
Disney
Mouse.
Where
is
did this convo
atrocious.
go again? I'll tell you where this convo is going. It's going with Jen, who is leading the party towards the stone die in the jungle.
That's
So-
what's going on.
Something is in the air today.
So, you approach the stone die and get a better look at what's going on. The die itself seems completely unmarked, but sitting on top of it are 5 golden cubes that are stacked haphazardly, in no particular order. The vines have been growing up over the die, but strangely, as they got close to the golden cubes, the vines actually turned around and are refusing to grow near them.
Oh yeah, this isn't suspicious at all. This
Yeah,
is
look-
perfectly
Look,
normal.
look
I'm sure
I
you
know
just
I'm
touch
our
those
resident
things.
magic expert, but I'm gonna back off on this one.
Well, I
So
have
I'm
the
gonna
stick.
cast
Should I touch
Detect
the
Magic.
stick?
Okay, so you cast Detect Magic, and upon casting Detect Magic, you are detecting, of course, magic. What you're getting is Transmutation Magic, I believe.
Okay.
I mean, I could try and dispel magic on the cubes.
You could. Or we could throw your stick at it.
I'm not gonna throw the stick. I don't want to lose it.
Oh, I thought you said you picked up a stick and were gonna throw it
Oh,
at
no,
it.
I meant my I meant my cane. That's what I was saying. Like I have the stick as in her cane.
I think I have just
Yeah.
a stick.
The thing you use
Yeah.
to poke, diseased corpses with as a plague doctor. I'm sure it can
Mhm.
poke magic cubes
Medical what?
too.
Yeah.
Well, how far? Like, okay, sorry, I think I'm like having an uneducated moment here. What exactly is a die? Because I'm assuming you don't mean like.
A die is a raised stone circle or platform.
Okay,
Mhm.
so like I guess how far up is this, or how highly raised? Is
It's
this?
about the size of a table. It probably goes up to your belly.
Would I feasibly be able to touch one of the cubes with my cane?
Sure.
Well, if I die, it was nice knowing you all. And I'm just gonna like.
I will pray
lean
for you.
Over the table and touch a cube.
You poke the cube with your cane, and the cube is pushed over. There is no reaction other than that. You don't feel sick or anything. But there is this tiny, teeny weeny sense of dread.
Oh, that's
Oh.
both reassuring and terrifying. Why? What is happening? Something is happening.
I think I should have my double go push another one over.
Okay?
You know,
what?
fair,
That
yeah.
probably would have been a smarter plan from the start. I'm just going to take my leave.
You summon your double, and he knows what he has to do, but he turns to look at you, gives you this look, and then he rolls his eyes, walks over, and then pushes the cube over. He then turns to look at you, writes in his own book, and then just continues to stand there.
Yeah, I just realized.
I want to read that guy's book.
Can the double not normally speak himself?
The double does
Nope.
nothing, like, technically, than what Ocular says to do. He's just, like, a perfect illusory copy.
I wasn't sure if it was like one of those things where like it couldn't speak. I was gonna say, because now I'm just thinking about all the fucking bullshit you can pull with Magic Mouth.
No,
Can't
imagine me
Magic Mouth
running from the
on
guard
double.
captain, and instead of disappearing, there's now two of me running.
Okay,
They
Mirage.
hit a crowd, and then I change.
You get bamboozled, look at you.
Get bamboozled.
Get it, go out and fool them. Anyway, sorry. So the cubes, despite a lingering sense of dread as you got close enough, they don't do anything upon being touched.
What do we do about this?
Uh,
I don't like this.
Do you want me to keep knocking them over? Because that's easy.
I mean,
So
Could
if we
have
do
to
that, I
double-
vote we put the paladin in front of the party just in case.
fine, I'm your bomb shield, and Sebastian will get in front of everyone and ready himself.
Okay.
do you want a death ward?
You know what? Sure.
See, how many fourth? I'm actually realizing now how many fourth level slots. Oh crap! I do only have 2, but also we're gonna have to sleep before we get to this camp anyway. So
Yeah.
fuck it.
That's why I was okay
I'll
casting
cast Death
Dimension
Ward
Door
on-
earlier.
Yeah, I'll cast Death Ward on Sebastian.
Okay.
So if it does for some reason explode, he won't die.
So Sebastian, what are you going to do?
I am going to basically gather everybody that is not involved in the picking up of all these things, gather them all behind me, and just stand there with my arms and legs spread apart,
Okay.
acting as a shield.
So what else is
Okay,
going on?
so
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
who's
it.
touching them next?
I guess I have my double keep pushing over stones.
Your double rolls his eyes again. throws his
Vandalizes it
hands
like I
up.
did the desk.
Yep, he starts like pushing the cubes around, and he just starts basically tossing them up in the air. He grabs 3 of them and starts juggling them. Then he puts them back down on the die, crosses his arms, looks at you disapprovingly, and stands there.
You know what? I've got a death ward cast on me. I could go pick one up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sebastian's gonna walk over,
Watch it be like
nervously.
all that happens is you touch one and it shoots out confetti.
I'm gonna grab it with my hand.
Okay. Sebastian, you grab it with your hand, and nothing happens. The only thing is that you feel uneasy holding it, like something is very wrong, but there's no effect to you. The gold just feels
Do
like
they
a
have
golden cube.
patterns on them?
Hefty.
So
No.
when
In fact, though, make me as you're asking that, Solera, I want you to make me a perception check. Or an
Okay.
investigation. I'll make it either, but you can't make it with Sekre.
Fuck you. She's my crutch. Okay, that's the investigation. Okay.
I could identify.
Yep. Okay. It's gonna be perception because for some reason my perception is higher than my investigation, even though my int is higher than my wisdom. Oh, I just realized I'm rolling a physical dice.
Yeah. Kunj, you
I'm
wanted
not
to
used to-
identify as well?
Yeah, I'll go with this fashion
Okay.
and put my hands on the cube and cast identify using a spell slot, so that way we can.
Your
speed this
spell
up.
fails
Mm,
entirely.
interesting.
You tried to cast it,
Interesting.
and the spell doesn't even tell you it doesn't have magical properties. It just
I'm
fails.
perceiving over here, baby.
Solera,
Uh,
you make note that the gold cubes are perfectly and 100% symmetrical. And they are completely solid 1x1 cubes.
Is there
Like,
any design
they're
on the
perfect.
die?
Nope. It is plain. Though, we'll say that you use that, you can see that the die does have mild stainage. You can't tell exactly what from, but it might be some kind of liquid, or otherwise maybe rain, mud. It's been a long time since this has been out here. But there's
'Cause
various things.
I feel like just taking the gold cubes is how one of us like turns into a chicken or explodes.
Sounds
Sebastian
fun.
I
will
think
take-
we might
you know
need
what,
to remove
Sebastian will
some
take the
vines
cube
and investigate the die
Oh,
more.
true, right? How much were the vines covering? Is there
A
does it look like there's
decent
anything
bit, like,
behind the vines?
They're growing up like they were basically trying to take over the area. It's not a full sheet, mind you, but it is pretty thick. You could clear it away
Does
for
it
sure,
look-
though.
Well, I was gonna say, does it look like they're covering anything on the sides of the die?
Clearing it away, no. The die does continue to look incredibly plain. Though, there is something that you do take note of. The area that is covered by the vines is covered in more stains than there was covering the place where the gold cubes were. And you'd make note that there is a distinct difference between the stains under the vines and the stains under the cubes. In fact, you start to think that most of the mud and rain stains are under the cubes, but there is a different stain that you can't quite make out. Otherwise, you're seeing everything from like green stains from like grass and other plant matter, mud, and all sorts of other stuff elsewhere.
This okay. Bear with me here, because this is probably going to be a stretch of an ask. But I was going to say, with my alchemist supplies, could I attempt to get a small sample of this mystery stain and try to see if I can determine what fluid may have caused it?
You can't take a sample of the stain, not
can't, like,
well anyway. But
Scratch a little bit of it off or anything like that?
you know what? I'll let you do it, but this is going to be a very tough check. You can make me one
Alright.
check with your alchemist
I mean-
supplies.
I feel like I might as well check, you know?
Yeah, fair enough.
So that's gonna be alchemist supplies. Oh goodness, what?
It will
Usually-
either I will make
What-
this
I'm
either
gonna have to look it up again.
I will
'cause
make
think
this
there's a
either
specific
nature
check.
or medicine.
Okay, I was gonna say, 'cause I think there's technically a specific one. I just forgot what it was. Oh, I'll make it nature because that's a +9. God, I picked up the physical dice again. Go away. I'm not allowed to use you. Okay.
It's been far too long. You can't tell what the fluid is because it's just been exposed to the elements and it's been far, far too long.
That's a fucking shame. Fucking 6.
Yeah.
Okay?
It is what it is.
Well, something is very obviously wrong about these cubes.
We could put the cubes in the ring if we're worried about them.
I feel like that's liable to blow his hand off. I don't know. I don't know if I trust. I don't know if I trust mysterious stained cubes in the middle of the woods.
We
Well,
always have my double just
uh,
experiment with, because if he
well,
dies,
That's true.
Okay.
We could have the double carry
just
them
jump-
away from the pedestal and see what happens.
True. Maybe we should all back away from the pedestal first, though,
Yeah.
just in case.
Okay. You all back away from the pedestal.
Approximately 30 to 40 feet would be my professional recommendation.
I'm gonna see if Chad.
I'm
has
gonna
anything. Yeah,
hand
this is
one of the cube that I had in my hand to the double, and I give him a salute.
The double gives you this look, and he shrugs and salutes back, then casts a sneer over at Ocularis. Then he stands there with the cubes.
Oh, Sigurd.
well, we haven't exploded and no greater demons. That's a good thing.
I cast prestidigitation on the dial.
Sure. You can cast prestidigitation on the dial, and it will clear away all of the stains.
That's what I'm trying for.
Okay. You move over to the die, and you cast prestidigitation, and you clean away the stains. If you take multiple, you can clean off the whole thing. It's a little bit big, so you might have to do a couple of casts, but that's just fine. And you eventually clean it entirely of any soilage, and it just appears as a stone die now.
Okay. And you're saying the gold blocks don't seem magical, but I was getting definite magic from the
No.
whole thing when we were standing there.
The blocks themselves, because I believe detect magic gives you like the location if you're close enough. The blocks give off
Yeah.
heavy transmutation magic.
Okay.
Maybe they were something that was transmuted into gold.
Well, see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
They could be, but it could have been lead transmuted into gold, or it could be a horrifying monster transmuted into gold.
That's why the
Mhm.
double's carrying it.
Presumably, these are from the Feywilds, so it could be literally fucking anything.
Or both.
My experience so far.
My
Yeah,
next
voting for
question
both.
is, can I do a in-depth view of the dial now that the grime and whatnot's gone? See if I see any like places to slot these into or
Sure.
whatever.
Going through the dial now and having completely cleaned it off, or sorry, die. The die is entirely plain. There's maybe a few things here and there that are just notches and such that are used in the general creation of such a pedestal, but you don't see anywhere to slot these cubes. The way that they were originally stacked too leads you to believe that for whatever reason, they were just on the cube at the time, or sorry, the die at the time, just tossed on there.
Okay, so it's more like they were in a pile there, whatever magic happened to them, and the die was just something to set them on.
Roughly, yes.
I don't have high hopes considering oh goodness. Somebody casted a spell on the things and I forget what it was.
It was identify,
Okay.
and identify
Identify.
just didn't work specifically.
Since
Mhm.
identify failed, I'm not entirely sure if it would be a waste or not, but I could always try to dispel the magic on these things.
That would be possible. You just have to choose one
I would
object.
start with just like one of them, not all of them, though.
Should I do the one? Should I do the one that he's holding?
Why not?
I would.
Okay.
I would,
That way,
and
if it goes boom, we
We're all
know.
We're all appropriately far away from the double, I believe. So,
Yeah.
As far as I can be, yeah.
I'll move up as close as I can, which I believe, or as close as I have to, which I believe will just be 120 feet.
120 feet. Yeah, you would not have been that far away anyway. I would assume.
Let's see. Yep, dispel magic.
You
One
gonna cast it?
creature, object, or magical effect within range. So yeah, she is going to point at
Vigor.
the cube and is going to cast dispel magic.
Okay.
Duncan says
If it
it's
does
gonna go
anything.
boom, just like Aquaman did to my
Something's gonna
mind.
happen.
A
Yeah,
small-
something's gonna happen.
Cube
A
go
small
boom.
collection of powdery gas shoots forth from your cane and coats the golden cube. And as it does so, there's this wibbling, this wobbling, like it's about to move and writhe and
Different.
explode.
I have a-
The
I have a
cube
thing.
unravels and blood pours from the corpse of a gnome inside the
Hello?
double's hands. The
No!
double looks down at the gnome, drops it, and its body, warm and bleeding, its face twisted in contorted pain and horror, and it drops to the ground.
Is the gnome dead?
What the
It's a
fuck?
dead gnome,
What
still
the
freshly
fuck?
bleeding.
Okay, I'm gonna ask, is this gnome familiar?
Oh
No.
my god!
You don't
Okay.
recognize his strange dress or his form at all.
Oh
What
god.
the night hells?
Well, we got a body I could talk to now.
That's true.
Yeah, I guess we
Answers?
could ask him what happened. I'd love to know what the fuck just happened.
There are 4 more cubes, right?
Yeah.
There are 4 more, yes.
Jesus. Yeah, let's
What
ask this
concerns
guy.
me
Oh my
is I
God.
wonder if that could have happened to us. Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah, that is a bit worrying.
Yeah, get on with bringing back.
Okay, so I cast Speak with Dead on this lovely dead gnome.
Your hand glows with energy, and the gnome is enwreathed in necromantic magic. The gnome raises up, and he sits there, and the first thing that he does is wail and scream in horrible agony before his
Yeah,
voice
fair.
finally leaves him.
Yeah, that's honestly fair.
Well.
So he's responding. We
The,
can talk.
the corpse now regards you.
What in the gods? What do we ask? I mean, first, I think we should ask what the hell happened, right?
Yeah, how'd you turn into a gold cube?
Oh, ritual. Ritual. Blood. Knives. Hoods.
Oh,
Who?
no.
Like, I mean, we could ask who did this to you. I think that's fair.
Well, we have 4 more questions, so you want who?
I mean, sure.
Probably an appropriate question, yeah.
Who turned you into the gold cube?
Group. All wearing hoods. Couldn't see. Masks? Maybe.
I guess we could also ask how long ago this occurred.
I'm
But I
not
don't
sure
know.
he would know that.
Yeah,
And
because
it might have been a very short time for what he would know.
Yeah. Gold
Yeah.
cubes don't have a great sense of time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So we can't. Oh, were there? We could ask, were there others turned with you? Because maybe these cubes, the other cubes are probably other corpses. But
Do we want to turn them back though? Because it sounds like they might have it better as cubes. Like considering
mean-
the first thing that happened when he got turned back was well, I guess he was just dead.
No, he was dead and
and
he was just bleeding.
He was wailing in pain when he was revived. So honestly, that
Oh,
well, I guess
speaking of
actually-
which,
maybe they're actually now that I think about it, maybe they're trapped like in eternal pain while they're in those.
Yeah.
cubes.
I forgot to mention that the gnome is nude. I didn't.
Oh.
Beyond some dress
That's
on like
what-
his
That's what you meant.
not
Is that what you
dress,
meant by strange dress.
not by strange dress. He is nude, but he is wearing various like headpieces and a few like adornments on the head that are very strange.
no, Bubba,
This probably-
don't
this
go
might
down
sound
there.
like a
No,
silly
no, come on.
question, but we could ask him if he went through this willingly, because
I don't think
I
so.
mean, if this is from the Feywilds, you never know.
You can
True,
also
and
ask
but
if he was alive while in the cube. Like, was he feeling that pain
Yeah.
while he was in the cube? Because if he was, I would want to dispel the magic of all these cubes.
yeah, and
could
if
you feel while you were turned?
yeah, right, ask him that.
So, yeah, what specific question would you like to ask regarding that? Then let's get a specific one out.
Could you feel while you were turned? Like, did you have senses?
Were you alive as a cube?
No, didn't even feel cube, just death. Then you.
Okay.
Okay.
Two more.
Just death.
Honestly, I don't know like how many questions we can really ask here because like I don't know how much of this even pertains to our realm of existence.
Oh, I got one.
Okay.
What were the events that led you to this situation? You know, like what happened before and then right as you were like
So we'll take
kidnapped
it
or
as
taken
what
to do
events
this
led
ritual?
you, and he regards you.
What events led up to the ritual?
He looks at you and says, "Kidnapped, dead of night, cages, the dye, the knives, the blood, others gold, taken away. I felt pain." That's it.
So that also answers the question if he went through this willingly, which is no. Uh, Oh, we could ask if he could recall any
Remember, we
strange
now only
chantings
have,
or
I believe,
words.
right now we only have one question left.
That is
One
true.
question.
We have one question left. We could ask him if he could recall things that were being said during the ritual, and that might give us an idea on.
I mean, yeah, because I was gonna say my suggestion would have been like if these if these people doing it had any like noticeable like symbols on their garbs.
That is true. And if we technically need more questions, we could revive another one, but that would require us putting them through the pain of being revived.
And then kill from just the wounds themselves.
Well, again, as it was, they were already. He was already dead.
Yeah, it was
When he
the
came
ghost
back.
wailing in pain that puts
Yeah,
me on
okay.
the fence
In that
of
case,
If
what if
they
he he
describe
was
an
dead
item,
on one of the cubes before it was turned back? Because if it's technically a transmuted living creature,
Wait, what was Arcularis? What were you? Huh?
you remember how we tracked down the spies in season 1?
Oh yeah, that's true.
If they have some sort of garb that is common amongst them, I can walk around and locate object until we find them. I bet we start in the last town. Fairly certain I know the guard captain's one of them.
Yeah.
You know what? It's very possible, actually.
Oh my god.
That's just the Ocularis brain going.
it took me a second to realize what you were
But
doing.
that's a good question we could ask if, like, to describe the common garb that they were wearing.
He said that they were wearing masks already.
Yeah,
Masks
we
and
could ask
hoods.
him to describe the masks in detail, and then maybe we can scry the masks.
Mask is...
That's
I'm
true.
sorry.
I think that's a great question.
Well,
Honestly,
then I can start tracking down those masks, and anyone who
Yeah.
has one,
Yeah.
we put them in a cube.
Also, I just want to say I almost blurted out the funny gumball line associated with masks.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
stop.
I had to remind myself that we're streaming.
but yeah, I'd say that's the perfect question, personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
So you're going to ask then
Could you describe the masks or describe what they were wearing in more detail?
asks porcelain, painted white, purple, gray. Perhaps chain?
Oh.
Oh, that's the
Mm,
kind of like that word.
well, so it was a white porcelain
Oh, white and
mask.
Painted
purple
porcelain,
chain.
white, purple, gray, perhaps chain.
And the chain part in purple.
With the asking of the last question, by the way, the magic dissipates and the corpse flops back down onto the ground.
Well, that pisses Sebastian off quite a bit.
So what should we do with it? Should we? Because I mean, I don't know if
Well, first, Sebastian's going to say a prayer for this poor gnome.
You do so.
And try
Can we
to
take
guide-
his headwear?
Do I have
Sure.
my shovel on me so I can make
You could
I guess
remove
we
his
could
headwear.
we could use what he has on to
Okay.
determine because of the situations here. Like I've said, I have a feeling that this whole situation probably didn't happen on this plane. It might have. Like there's no proof one way or the other, but just because of the nature of the woods around here, I wouldn't be surprised. And I guess we could probably use that to determine that because I assume there's like a thing where like if it's from another plane you can probably tell somehow whether it's just not working or
The spell Scrying will fail if the creature is on a different plane, or I believe if it's dead.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
okay,
It-
well then
We don't. All we know is they've been there for a while,
no.
long enough
Right.
for vines to grow up over this thing, or try to,
That's
anyways.
true. We could still try to scry if the mask's location still exists.
Well,
But we
that
would need
is a
that.
lot more trial and error because for that I used locate object, which is basically a walk around towns, repeatedly popping that, and if anything is within,
I
think it's 1,000 feet of me.
would say technically, because you have the description of somebody in robes and a mask that are very distinct, you could maybe target a creature wearing those things for the scrying spell. I think I would allow that if you wanted to use scry specifically. It would be much less
Oh, sorry.
of a connection. Like it would be a tougher
Oh
like,
yeah, it would
modifier, but
probably be the hardest.
But yeah, I would allow that to be the target as like a creature with the information that you know. Just FYI.
I'm like, I have a couple questions.
Sure.
Again, might be straight here. Would these guys be considered petrified?
No,
No.
not likely.
Would this be considered a curse?
I don't believe you would consider this a curse either.
Damn it.
Why? Why
It's a
specifically?
very
What are you
horrible
asking, Ro?
transmutation.
What?
Maybe it might. I haven't actually
Well,
considered
we
whether or
can-
not this would be a
well, people were
curse.
Talking at once there, I didn't hear any
So,
of that.
what are you asking for specifically? Like
Well, I
a
was
spell?
thinking instead of like trying to, I was, bleh. I was thinking of instead of trying to cast, like speak with dead or whatever on them over and over again, and making because I have one use of greater restoration, and I was wondering if I could do that to try and like undo their condition without putting them through a, probably a terrifying and shocking moment of
I mean,
extreme pain and
if we
torture.
could get one alive, I could use my detect thoughts and everything
Well,
else. A more visual.
Greater restoration isn't going to bring them back to life. I would need a
Well,
much healier spell
if
than that.
if I can get them to think about what they saw, if I can get them visualize that in the mind, I would be able to have a better idea what they're talking about.
Would that work on something that's being
I was saying
reanimated?
if they could be brought back to life.
That's true. I mean, we
You know
could
what I'm
try
saying?
to.
I don't think any of us have the capability of doing that unless Sebastian learned
Oh no!
I just
True
realized I haven't checked
Resurrection
Twitch
and
chat in a
didn't
while.
tell us.
Oh
Certainly
no!
cursed.
No!
Yeah, good. Yeah.
I am not
Yeah.
there yet. I mean, we could technically try to take the corpse to like maybe take it to a large church back in Balbot
Well,
and see if a cleric could restore them.
I wonder,
but-
yeah, because I wonder if we can just take one of the gold cubes because, um, Oh god, the double like walked a significant, like a decent distance away from the die, and nothing happened while he was holding the cube, right?
Yeah, basically there was nothing that happened with the die in the cube at all.
So
They didn't
maybe
react together.
we could take the cubes with us, and if we ever find, like someone or somewhere that could do something about, this very unique condition, because I mean, obviously, like while they're still dead in the cubes, they don't like feel anything. But if we could find out any more, especially if from like the sound of it, this is related to Hinzelitis.
Hmm.
There was mention of a chain in the color purple,
No.
so
Yep.
And I feel like
maybe
we
it
could
was a
just take
cult.
1, 2, but I feel like we should take all of them if we can't like quote
Wait a
unquote
minute.
free all of them, we can maybe at least like try and give the cubes some sort of actual burial.
Hey, Dom,
Yes.
the way he described the robes and the mask, am I able to recall the masks, or were the cultists that we fought back in season 1, did they wear masks and did they have similar robes?
They didn't
Because
wear
it-
masks, but you're almost certain that the cultists from your first adventure also wore purple robes.
Yep, I
Oh,
am
did he
pretty sure that
describe-
this is
did
the
he
cult of
describe
the Sings.
robes as purple? I
Yes.
must have missed that.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
think that this was the cult of Hinselitis again. The same cult that tried to bring back those stone statues in Fiorine. This has to be the same people.
And
Now,
I wouldn't
as
be
a
surprised.
reminder, really quick, since you might not have remembered this, Cameron, but the cult themselves they were actually the cult of Notwin, the guy they had
Right,
revived.
that was Notwin, not Hinselitis. Hinselitis
But you
was
do find it
basically like
strange
a
that this is
secret
also
string
a
puller.
cult that seems to be wearing purple robes, and your mind is also called back to something else that you saw in the vision that the Delmire tribe gave
Yeah,
you.
that
The
Yep.
closed circle is now also wearing purple robes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't,
that's
I
what I
don't
was
mean
about
to...
to.
My bad, sorry.
I was about. Well, Dominic, I was about to say that. That's
Oh,
true.
well, I'm sorry.
I
I thought your head might be going in that space, so I
Well,
was
because
just
I have
rolling
it.
through.
I have it in my notes right here.
Yeah.
That the. That's what I was about to point out. This is, if the closed circle tribe were behind this, they're certainly still alive and certainly on this plane. So
I was saying that I don't know if they were, because I don't think, I think we've seen well, actually, have we seen any of the closer? I don't think we have, now that I think about it. I
Oh,
thought we had an encounter with them at some point, but I think we've only seen the undead.
You have only seen them
Oh, wait,
through
no,
your
right, 'cause-
arcane eye.
Right, did they, can I recall back, were any of the, like, alive people I saw wearing any kind of, like, masks? same
Not
as what he
masks,
described?
but purple robes.
Right, okay, so I don't think, to see, just what I'm thinking is that, because obviously Hinzelitis
Ooh.
is from another plane, like, he's not from this plane, given the fact that, his
We
only
don't
real
know that.
interaction, well, I mean, his only real interaction, as far as I've seen so far, is sending purple chains through, like, portals. And then there's also Ember, who we know came from another plane, that I believe they described it as sounding very Hinzelitis-y.
Well, we don't technically know if Hinselitis is from a different plane. It's possible he's from this plane. He just has the power to manipulate it somehow, which maybe he found an ancient artifact that allows him to, command people. Maybe he's just a guy with a powerful magic item. We don't know.
I feel
I
like
mean,
if you
it could
could
be
manipulate reality on your own plane, then you could probably do a lot more than send chains into people from another room. But
Well, yes,
that's probably meta brain
I mean,
thinking
I
right now.
think
it's definitely terrifying though to know that this man has a cult following that worships him. At least seemingly so.
I mean,
if it's specifically
technically we already knew
worshiping,
Yeah.
no, because Dominic was right. Technically speaking, the last cult we encountered was the cult that worshipped Notwin, not
but I don't-
Hinselitis.
Well, I guess we don't know. We don't have a direct connection between the closed circle tribe and Hinzelitis yet, but I do remember specifically the description of the day all the shit went down. A big purple flash and like the sound of rattling chains echoed throughout the city or something.
Well,
like
that's
that.
what the Delmire tribe chief straight up shared a vision with me.
And I believe
Like,
we also saw
we
things
saw
that
the
they're
chains.
closed circle tribes that hints that they had a part in all of this as
So,
well.
And they
I
were
think-
summoning
I think
something specifically. You know, it's just
maybe it's
possible
working.
that the close circle tribe were the ones that summoned Hinselitis here in the first place. Like, he
Well.
may exist here because of them.
I mean, especially because I keep forgetting the fucking timeline in this goddamn country. How long ago did all this shit start again?
Eight
The
long
the
time
undead
ago.
stuff.
8 years.
8 years.
Mhm.
Okay. I mean, was there any knowledge or like influence from Hinselitis other than like the start of this campaign, like before the start of this?
Not that we know of, no. Because the
I don't know.
only knowledge that we have of Hinselitis specifically was that after defeating Notwin in the old castle, he showed himself. I don't remember if it was intentionally or unintentionally. It's been a
What
long
you
time.
basically got was you saw a rift in reality that disappeared into what might be the astral plane. It's hard to tell. But basically you heard his voice
More like
haunting
the
you
astral
from...
chain.
He basically introduced himself as this
Hello,
being
I
of
am
ultimate
Hinselitis.
power.
It is a
I
pleasure to
think
meet
he
you.
basically said, "Meddle not in my affairs."
Yeah. Like basically a threat. But that's it. That's the only knowledge that we have technically of him from at least timeline wise. That's where we first learned about him. I don't think we've ever read anything specifically about him. But if it's the earliest timeline and he was specifically summoned by Close Circle, I think then the first knowledge of him would have been at least 8 years ago at the very least.
I mean, well,
Probably
that's what I was.
before that.
That's what I was trying to get at. Is if like anybody in character had heard anything, or like if he was like the purple chain stuff was known about before. But anyway, I mean, I guess we're doing it again. We're sitting around speculating for 20 minutes.
That's
That's
fine.
true.
It's fine. You guys sit and speculate all you want. That's totally cool. Do you guys
And I
want
just
to
always
do anything
worry
more
because-
with the
especially
cubes?
because it's already been so long since we last played, and we haven't done a whole lot this session so far, and it worries me.
I think right now, if we're not going to revert another cube so I can talk to them, we should just store them away to maybe talk to them later or whatnot.
And
I think that's a good idea.
part of my brain looking at the whole alchemist aspect of Solera wants me to say, just shave off a little piece of one of the cubes and see what it does. But I feel like that is immoral.
If you mention it, Ocularis would do it without a second thought.
Yeah, I'm sure he would. That is
Sebastian, just
why
look
she's
away
not
and
going
just
to
close
mention
your
it.
ears. Just cover your ears, Sebastian. Look away and don't
You
pay
do what the
attention to it.
paladin does. You turn around and la 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 la.
That's essentially what I do.
My
And
I
the
can't
bad
punish me
thing
if I
though
don't
is,
know what's
what
happening.
exactly does this headpiece look like that I took off the gnome?
I would describe the gnome's headpiece as something of a twisting and curling cloth headpiece with small glowing crystals attached to it in places. I know that it makes it sound like almost like a Christmas hat. That's not what I mean. Like, it's not like it's Christmas lights or anything, but small bioluminescent crystals. Hard to tell that they're luminescent in the bright daylight where you guys are, but they definitely do showcase at least a little bit of glow. And it's just more esoteric than whimsical, I would say, if that makes any kind of sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just covering up for the fact that you accidentally made it a Santa Claus hat.
Like, if I had to like draw the thing, like I would say it looks, and this is gonna be in bright green. It would kind of look like this. Oh god, this is gonna look terrible. So like, do.
Merry Christmas, contorted gnomes.
Oh my god. Yeah, you know what? I'm giving up. That is gonna look terrible. Abort.
Mutilated gnomes. Mutilated gnomes. Dun, 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 dun. Mutilated
On the
gnomes,
first day of
mutilated
or on the
gnomes.
5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to
Okay.
me 5 golden cubes that were just gnomes, and when they come back, they bleed all over the tree.
When they sorry.
On the 6th day of Christmas, Hinzelitis gave to me
Goodness gracious.
Okay, so
6
I
conquered
would
countries.
suggest we can move
Sorry.
on now after we bury this poor gnome. We just reverted back to a person.
We
Okay.
don't know how to turn him back into a cube. He's a little messy to transport.
I feel like we're on the point of same by any means.
So you guys go ahead and bury the gnome and stow away the cubes in hopes that one day you might find something more you can do with them. But for now, that's all.
I mean,
Just
that's-
marking the cubes down
Oh.
as 4 gnome cubes.
And Celira, with the knowledge that you currently have now, it finally clicks in your head. It's likely the other stain was blood.
Ah. Yeah. I probably could have guessed that.
Okay.
God.
Oh.
So, we'll move on and continue your trek upward. And over the course of this, we'll say that it took you an extra hour of deliberating and moving and collecting. And so it is now going to be 6 o'clock p.m. as you guys reach the river where you guys would like to cross. It's a bit far, but it's nothing that wouldn't be impossible to handle, excuse me. What you are seeing is decently fast-moving water. It seems that further south as it gets closer to the sea, things are getting just a little bit hairier than it was at the calm place near where the Delmire tribe had decided to shore up, essentially. The ground is still marshy, though, and it's a bit difficult to travel. So how would you guys like to cross the river?
Big turtle.
Look
I
at turtle.
know
I like
how
turtles.
I would like to cross the river.
Celira
could
flexes
walk out
on
and-
everyone.
I could just horizon back and walk out into the marsh and let you cross across me.
There you go. Let's do it.
Okay.
Whatever works.
Okay, I go big turtle.
Ocularis
Going.
goes big turtle and allows everyone to
Going
climb on his
turtle
back.
mode.
And you
I like
guys
turtles.
cross. You guys cross the river. You
What do we
spy
encounter
as
on his back? It's big enough. Sorry. I'm sorry.
as you guys are crossing the river, you notice that the river is still kind of teeming with life. You see some fish and a school of quippers that swims by as well. They don't bother you though, because you are quite large. And you cross over to the other side.
They don't want any of this turtle.
We'll say that the passage only takes a little while. We'll say it takes around 20 minutes
Alright.
to transform into, go across. Are you reverting back once you're across?
I probably should just because of how slow the turtle is.
Probably a good idea. So you take some time to
I mean-
revert back to your regular form. Easy peasy.
Easy
All right.
peasy.
And so now from here, you're looking at, I believe, an additional 12-hour walk. I'm going to recheck my math here.
We should probably go to bed at a decent hour.
Yeah.
32 miles from here, roughly. It'd technically be less, so what is that? Yeah, it'd be about a 10-hour walk, 11-hour walk. So, do you guys want to set up camp around here, or do you guys want to make more headway before you go?
Maybe we should set up. What time is it now?
It is 6:20 p.m.
We could probably go until 10 p.m. and then camp.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys can travel for just a little bit longer. So, you go 1, 2, 3, and you get to right about here before you guys decide to pitch tents and set up camp. You're out of the marshland now, and so the ground beneath you is much more firm. A smart thing now. You won't be camping on uneven ground. How would you guys like to set up?
tiny hut.
I mean,
The
yeah.
usual, sir.
Leomund's tiny hut.
Mhm.
Okay.
Buddy.
Everybody goes ahead and gathers up in Leomund's tiny hut to take their long rests. And over the course of the night, nothing of note happens. So we'll pass on, since you guys went to bed at 10 o'clock p.m. We will get at 6 o'clock a.m. We'll just round it out, because why not? 6 o'clock a.m. on the 25th of Nidal.
Okay.
Now, I think this might be a decent place to hold off, because you guys are about to make it to the next tribe location, and Parker isn't here. Now, on the off chance that Parker does manage to be able to show up next session, do you guys want to end it here so that we can have everybody for the next big thing?
Well, also, we only have 15 minutes before it's
Technically and
9
officially
o'clock,
time to be done.
technically. Yeah. So if we get
No,
into
no,
a
it's not
big
working.
thing now and it goes well over,
Mhm.
perhaps I think it's best to leave it off here and save it for next session, regardless of Parker's here.
Okay.
Mhm.
If
Okay.
if everyone else is cool with that.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Not to try to exclude Parker, but like, I don't know.
I feel like we like, in order to make up for the make up time, we need to start doing stuff.
Yeah, somebody, I don't know, yeah, somebody knows what I was going for.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah,
me.
I just can't fucking draw.
So yeah.
Turns out Hemslider was a little sucker on.
That isn't a gold cube.
Yeah, it's a gold pyramid.
Very
But
interesting
That's what
day
they were
today.
trying to make.
I can't write the C. Somebody put that away. I can't write the C. There we go.
By Electrum.
I'm sorry. This is not necessary, but I'm doing it anyway.
By
Right.
crypto
Yeah,
suckers.
By Electrum suckers.
Who the fuck, like, did anybody even know, is Electrum real?
Yes, it's
Like,
real.
I mean, like,
Yeah,
are you
No,
sure?
Electrum is a real currency in D&D. Yeah.
I'd
you
given you guys
sure?
Electrum in Valheim.
Fucking, well, I know there was, like, an Electrum, like,
I hate you all for that, but
thing
it's
we
fair.
got, like, made of Electrum, but I don't remember ever getting Electrum coins.
Well, for the time being, I'm going to sign off on the stream because this seems like a good place to end. We've got a new mystery going on, and things are going to be looking up because we're about to meet a brand new tribe. That's true. Very exciting. And
pretty normal.
and thank you for being here, Duncan. We really appreciate it. Always a blast to have
Indeed,
you
man.
around. And we are going to head out. So we'll see you next Wednesday for P's and Q's again. Unless Cameron really wants to. Actually, no. More Starfield when, Duncan asked. He already uploaded a video. So there's a new Starfield video out right now. And probably later
No,
this
that's
week.
not true.
Oh, no,
That's
it's not.
literally
It's
not true.
Ark. I forgot it wasn't Starfield. It's Ark. So hopefully Cameron will have a new
Dominic-
Starfield episode for
Dominic
you.
literally lying.
I am. I am literally lying because I'm stupid. But we'll see you next week. Maybe. Because we're all thinking of meeting together in person next week,
Oh,
right?
thank you, Duncan.
Yeah, after I left.
So we'll probably not be on for P's and Q's next week, but it'll instead be the week after next. So we'll come back for that then. I'll be streaming Strawberry Jam tomorrow, and there may be some other stuff
Hopefully,
coming
I
up
can
later in
get
the week.
Dominic to stream Lethal Company. Bye.
I literally said this earlier in the stream. So, we'll see y'all later. Bye, guys.
Well.
Mate.